up, my man? How are you?
Doing well yourself?
Oh man, you froze in a weird position. I'm just getting off work, so this is a weird impromptu. Well, I don't know how impromptu it really is, but this is a weird midday stream, I guess.
Well,
Like I
yeah.
guess middle of the
Why am I
day.
freezing all the time?
I don't know. Your internet connection's wonky right now. You're like the show behind 5 minutes on everything. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Well, except I can hit the mark. They can't.
Hey, yeah, it looks like he caught up. It looks like he caught up now, but
Woohoo!
yeah,
The
I don't know.
hamster's working.
There's so much to just like I don't know how many video streams, whatever. Because I was talking. I popped on. Vic is back. Vic, well, oh my gosh,
Nice.
Did you lose your membership? Or are you going? You. I thought you've always been a freaking Asher man, Vic. How's you're gonna have to message me on Discord, brother. I hope your dental situation is going better. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
I
I
haven't
think
done
he's
one of these. Yeah.
in England now too.
Oh
If
shit!
I'm
Well,
not
there you
mistaken.
go.
I think he had a big move, so maybe that all got lost in
Nice.
there.
Yeah, no, I haven't done an early one enough to see Vic around. So good to see you, buddy. I hope you're hanging in there. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're watching the show, but thanks for re-upping as an Asher man. Oh, there you go. I am back. Moved to university. Had a lot of coursework to catch up on. Yeah, it's a bit early, Dovey, but it's one of those. This is really the only time we and him had in the near future to get this done. So even if it sort of works as a like a live recorded video, that's fine, right? Like there's just a
Hmm.
lot to talk about, and I'm gonna have streams and videos all over the place about this episode, this season. It's freaking wild. It's wild
Oh,
this season, like, and then just this episode. It's like I've had the question posed to me a few times now. Uh, Season 1, episode 8, season 2, episode 8, which is worse, and it's sort of
mm,
hard, but I think season 1, episode 8 was just that bad. But this one ranks up there in terms of just pure crap.
yeah. I've thought about that because I heard that posted. There was someone talking about that too. Maybe it was you, and I'm sitting there thinking it's really kind of an apples to oranges comparison in a way. I mean, they are so bad for their own unique ways. I-
Well, just the
Episode 8 that season was just incoherent and had no idea what it was doing. This episode, they actually followed a blueprint, I think, but in terms of kind of connecting to itself, it they missed everything, and then it intentionally insulted book fans all
well, I
over.
think just the blatant disregard, like I mean, and just like, and then even if you don't go into the source material stuff, some of the stuff that's just like completely just nonsensical, like
Yeah.
it's like if you're gonna do like okay, and I don't even care. Like I've been working all night. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say at this point. So you may get unfiltered Steve here this morning because I don't care.
Rage.
But it's like I had some stuff sent to me on Discord, but it's not updating for some reason. But I'll check it later. But the whole choking on the ADOM thing, it's like it takes a scene that's supposed to be like dramatic. I mean, I'm not even talking about the scene itself. You're just watching the person being hung by their shoulder blades pretend to choke, and you're sitting
Yeah.
there going,
Yeah.
what are you
Like
doing?
if I give you a hug and wrap my arms around your shoulders, you could probably sue me for assault for an attempted murder because I'm trying to choke you or something, you know?
Yeah. Good morning, Lyle. How are you? I don't know that I've survived yet, man. It's Blah, it's coming back up on me. Vic,
Oh
you were
yeah,
able to watch 15 minutes of episode one, and you started studying. Much better spent time. I'm not ignoring you, Brian.
seriously.
Don't you worry, man. Don't you worry. I never ignore you, Nerporio. Come on, bro.
Well, he's
Um,
out walking, so he's texting and walking.
yeah,
That's
he's walking
dangerous.
and talking down in Chicago Lane, trying not to get
I
jumped.
know,
I mean,
right?
do bullets fly that early? I don't know. I don't know.
It's,
You should be paying attention, trying not to get hit by cars.
in Chicago, murder is 24/7.
I mean, that's true. I mean, their portal on the street is probably more entertaining than well, what am I talking about? Probably. It certainly is more entertaining than this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Oh
like,
man,
there's so much to
like
talk about. It's crazy. Like when you start talking about things, right? I mean, and we're gonna get into it probably here in a minute, real quick. But
yeah,
like, just most destroyed character. The list is just like it's like you can't make a list. You can't make a choice because every character is destroyed.
hmm
Like every one of them. Even Bail
yeah,
Domon, who's in it for like half a second.
right. How do you do that? I mean, really, it,
I
it's
mean,
it's it's
Mogandi.
amazing.
I mean, it's the end of the show. Like you already, it's like you can already tell where season 3 is going because out of all the Forsaken to focus on to like give you like a sizzle reel, like a this is what you have to look forward to. You give us Mogandine, however you want to. You give us Mogideon, the
Yeah,
weakest, most spineless villain Forsaken out of all of them. You didn't give us a Samael. You didn't give us a Ravine. You didn't give us a freaking Demandred. You didn't even give us a hot ass Grendel. You gave us Mogideon, the
who has
worst.
a handful of Ishi's seed. I mean, it looks.
Spider webs. Like
I know,
I think it was.
literal. Come
It
on,
was done
people.
again. I think it was on Dunn's stream last night again. He's like, why is it that everything is taken so literally? Just because her nickname is the Spider doesn't mean she shoots spider webs around. It means she's a
Right.
freaking like she's a spy master. She works in the shadows. Just because she's a spider doesn't mean she likes spiders. It means she acts her actions make her people think of her like a spider. It's like why is the writing so bad that we can't even freaking figure that crap out? And then who like I mean we're literally doing hey Purple, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. Um literally you have a writer's room full of people that think, hmm, to get the juices flowing and get people amped up for season 3, who should
Yeah.
we introduce at the end? Mogideon. And everybody's like, oh, that's a wonderful idea. It's like, what? Like, who in the world would think that? And then to
Yeah.
break all the rules and have the weakest Forsaken shield and scare
Right.
Lanfear.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, you sit there and think about it. I mean, the way that they wrote that scene, it is so obvious that if they had been given Game of Thrones, they would have, like Varys with his web network of spiders, the kids and everything. They actually would have made that a team of spiders, like Hagrid's spider and all of his little minions. They actually would have literally done that. You
it's,
know,
so
like come on.
so Mark, sorry, Asmodine, however you want to pronounce. He's not showing up. Not happening.
Nope.
Uh, they're all Vic, but yes, it's just like you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be shocked at what we have to say here, Vic. Like if you're here
Yeah.
for most of this, it's shocking if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. So
Dovey on oh, hold on, I have to say this
yeah.
because Dovey is here. Dovey. Oh, here you go. He already got to it before me because I was going to ask him how he felt. Since when did Doviande Setovi Segane be homage The homage a battle cry. Do they even know what it means? Besides, there's no dice tossing. They mocked up the Seanchan. So he's also like,
Yeah.
Joviande, say Tovia, gain. It's like, what the fuck was that, dude?
I know.
The dude
Like
that actually did some decent acting, and he's like, what was that?
Yeah. Well, they had. Oh, thanks for the correction, Nerd Boreal. They're birds, not spiders, in Game of Thrones. Well,
Johnny, hold on real quick because I need to apologize to Johnny. I realized that it was really late. I apologize. I'm sorry. Moving on. I'll read it. Hey guys, you misunderstood me. I'm a lover of the books and hate the show. Hope you're well. No, I realized that later after I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh, wait a second. He wasn't. That happens sometime. I apologize, Johnny. Thank you for coming back and I am an idiot most of the time. So good on you. Thank you very much.
It's true.
In the way, and I think what you were trying to express is what we all felt. Them referring to Lewis Theron or Luz Theron as Luz is very weird. It didn't sound right. So I don't know if that's what you meant, but thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you, buddy. Vic says, 13 months, my man. I saw the casting for Shiriam Sadai. Ugh. Did they show Jacob Carradine? No. Jacob, no. He's not in it. Or is it too early for him to be present? He should be present, but he's not. Jacob Carradine is not in the show. He won't be.
Yeah. So
let's see here. Hold on, because I want Alan Bird. How are you, Alan Bird? See, this is why it's nice doing the morning street sometimes. Like, we need to do more of them because it might not get, we'll see how high we get, but we get to see some new faces, get some new people in here, get some old people in here that aren't around late at night. Purple Valkyrie, good to see you. Ricasso Jordan here too. Good to see you. Let's see. Doesn't the bracelet collar combination become a paradox if they put them in the same Suldam? And how is Egwene able to control her without the bracelet? My biggest fear was they would take away Rand's moment again. They did exactly that. Egwene defends. Moiraine creates a dragon. Rand needs to be saved. 100% right. Yes, it creates a paradox. It shouldn't be able to happen. They spent a whole fucking oh shit! I did it already. Damn it. I'm going to get limited again. Dude, YouTube is like, my channel is under attack. Everything is getting limited like immediately. It's crazy. Like I am like I'm not being hyperbolic. Like all of my channel, all my videos for some reason 2 days ago went from green to limited. I've had to fight every one of them. So I love you guys though. Have I slept? Yeah. No, I got home from work and came on Trip. I will sleep when I'm dead. We need to get the message out. What was I saying? So yes, so it shouldn't work. We spent a whole episode of the Suldam training her badly, telling her if you think of this water pitcher as a weapon, you cannot use it against the holder of your leash. Well, guess what? You're telling me that she didn't think of the freaking collar as a weapon when she threw it on her neck and then killed her with it? And then on top of that, even the paradox it creates, here's the problem. How and that is supposed to, from the Trip, thank you, Trip, for introducing me to the after discussions. If we get there, we may have to look into it. But that was, I may have to show you the after credits, talk to the actors and direct shit. But that's supposed to be our big Suldam can channel reveal. Because Egwene just figured it out while she was fingering herself with the blow pop, it's like, but it still doesn't work because even if you put the collar on her, and you're still able to channel, you are using the other person's power. So Egwene says out of her own mouth, whatever her face is, I don't even know her name. I don't care to know her name. It's weak. It is so weak they couldn't tell, which isn't how it works either. We all know this. Suldam are born with the spark, but need to be trained. Or wait, no. Suldam have the ability but have to be trained how to use it. Damane are basically channelers that are born with the spark and just manifest channeling without needing to be trained. They're the ones that the tower basically collects because they'll kill themselves if they don't get trained properly because they're going to channel no matter what. Sulam need to be trained to channel. That's how it works. Not they're so weak. But then, even if you eliminate the paradox, is it Rena? Is that her name?
Doesn't matter.
I know Oriel loves her. Rena? Whatever. She is still in control of Egwene's channeling. Well, yep. Egwene is now in control of nothing. So why didn't they just have a why didn't they just have a throw-up party while they're torturing each other because they're both don't want each other to channel and they're just vomiting to death because they're giving each other so much pain because they're fighting each other. Oh no, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. Yeah. It's and it doesn't make sense.
And having Egwene hang her up using the power couldn't have happened. It is a very big paradox.
It couldn't happen because she shouldn't have been able to channel because Rena's still controlling her.
Right. Yep.
Rena should have said, nah, bitch, and said vomit.
No. Well, essentially, then Rena, basically what it is that Rena just hung herself.
Yeah. By the shoulder pads. Like, they hang Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone the same way they hang Rena and Egwene by his shirt on the hook. You know, the wet band, Joe Pesci hangs him up by his collar of his shirt right here. And guess what? Macaulay Culkin doesn't choke to death. Why? Because it's not around his fucking neck. She literally chokes to death by getting hooked by a little hook. Do you realize the whole reason they made that hook for her leash is so they could keep hanging them up by it?
Yeah.
The whole reason she leashed her that one time was so we could see there was a place to hook shit on the back of an ADOM. And I know I pronounce everything different every time I say it. I'm sorry. Lyle,
you're not.
Thank you for being patient. $10. Nate, I know you're trying to get me to read it. This is tired. I have no F's to give Steve right here. I've been up for we're at 24 right now. So Lyle Hammock for $10. Thank you, Lyle, for always being supportive. Don't you worry. We're gonna have a what's happening probably one Monday, maybe even Tuesday. There's gonna be so much stuff, guys. You're gonna be sick of me. You're gonna be sick of me. This show is. Sorry, that's not what he said. But it felt right. It just felt right, Nate. I just had to go with it.
The collective sound of show haters.
And I saw Chris. I want to talk about what Chris said too. But this show, in Yanan, if you're here or you're on the rewatch, I saw what you sent me on Discord. It's not showing up for me this morning. It'll show up eventually, but I haven't got to read it yet. I know it's something about it's more excuse train shit already. I think it was talking about why we didn't have a sword fight. We'll talk about that when we get there. But okay, for real, I am going to read this. Lyle Hammock, $10. This show is nothing. It's basically nonsense underpinned by pure hatred for the story. Rafe hates Jordan's work and is trying to deconstruct it, but he is such a moron that he can't even do that well. Yep, 100%. Because when you watch the after the episode thing, it's basically him going, the power of love conquers all.
Mm-hmm.
And the lesson, that thing that that's Rand pushing his friends away, and that thing that gets resolved in 10 chapters because Matt and Perrin figure out all the pressure he's under and they actually talk and they get over that shit real quick.
Right.
Yeah,
they do man shit.
That's the whole undercurrent that's the whole narrative they're trying to push. Why you have such a dirty mouth now, Nerporial? Good Lord, get some soap, brah. By the way, Nerporial's channel is blowing up. He's going to be to 4K so fast. He's going to be big time in it. He's not going to have time for us. Love you, buddy. Keep up the great work. Let's see. Chris said something here that I wanted to touch on, too, before we move on here. Hello, hello. Is this first? Hello, hello. The Cope is strong on Twitter this morning. They are saying episode 8 is okay despite them not liking it because some non-book readers like it. Nobody likes it.
Mm-hmm.
No, like, look, like,
Yeah.
non-book readers have to be so confused by that. Like how, like the utter confusion that they must feel towards this episode is like Matt blows a freaking a freaking an oil spiller from Rachel Ray. He blows on it, starts drinking freaking olive oil. They're like, why is he drinking olive oil? Why does it sound like a whale's vagina? Like what is he doing? And then he says something. It's like, what? Nobody knows. That's like, if that's not for book readers, who is it? Nobody that's a non-book reader knows they didn't even put a subtitle saying what he said or why it has meaning or why he would even say it. He wouldn't say it because he touched dice twice and then forgot. Yeah. What's up, Dempsey? Dempsey's got an album coming out or video, I think. So keep an eye out.
I think didn't it drop already? Yesterday? I think it dropped it yesterday.
Go check out Dempsey's YouTube channel. Him and the Dempsey clan, Zombie Main, and Krista, the tormentor. She'll be happy. I'm back to some morning gaming streams. Krista loves to torment me. I love you guys. I miss the Dempsey clan.
They're a modern day Partridge Family, folks.
Oh yeah, and why are there hooks on the columns everywhere? I mean, probably hanging lanterns, but still, I don't think there's a lantern on the made-up tower. But yeah, they're just everywhere. There's hooks everywhere. I think my review for this one is going to be titled "We Live Time Episode Review and Rant." I was right. Because I think almost every prediction I made came true, except for like 2. Like I got the Egwene thing.
Mostly right.
I was mostly right. So which for the show means 10 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
If I got one thing right out of 14 books, it'd be 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But
the show was so wrong. It was actually in the negative percentages. How you do that? No one knows.
Like I'm still waiting for Werewolf Perrin. I still think it's going to happen just for the sheer fact that his eyes are still not permanently yellow. So I think there's still a chance. There's still a chance we could get Werewolf Perrin, but we'll see. We got 37 in the chat, guys. Hit the like button for me, please. You guys are the best. Appreciate it.
I think that they will be permanently yellow now, because they were at the end of the episode after Hopper. They were.
Nope. They changed back. I'm pretty sure on the tower they changed back. We'll have to look. We'll get the episode here.
Yeah. Watching real quick. Watching this season.
It's severe flash. Both ends at once. My eyes might blow out. Right. Sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
So watching this season. So I've got the Great Hunt right here. Watching this season. There was nothing. There's only familiarity from this that they took. They didn't take anything from the book. But if you would sit there and read the book, you would go through. This is them kind of basically skimming through. So episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, 5, 6, and then about here, really. So they take the first 6 episodes and get halfway through, and then 7 and 8.
Yeah, right? It's crazy.
They're pacing. They're pacing these balls.
Shoot, we forgot all about that other book we said we were covering. We didn't even bother to put a sword in there from it.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy. Ingtar's. So, I honestly, guys, Mark, Lyle, Trip, everybody that's a member, and everybody that will hopefully be throwing in comments and stuff from chat. I am really looking forward to the what's happening member stuff, because I know you guys are going to have so much to say. I may actually split it up into 2 or just do 2 full streams, because I know everybody's going to have a lot to say, and my fear is if I bring eight to 10 of you, 10 of you guys on at once, that uh, it's going to be a lot to. There's going to be a lot of people trying to talk, but we'll see how it goes. You're drunk still from watching the show? No, I'm kidding. I'm drunk. Just got home, going to bed. Greetings from Melbourne, Australia. Say hi to Al Dan for me and Shad. No, I'm kidding. Good night. Keep up the discussion. It's 3 a.m. I'm going to bed. Well, Octon, thank you for dropping in always, buddy. It means a lot, even if to me, even if it's a second. So I appreciate you very much. Thank you. I hope you catch it on the replay, and I hope we see you for all the other stuff. So thank you very much.
Yes, yeah. In regards to Ingtar, he gets killed, so his death is there. The redemption they give to Lanfear, and she doesn't even get the sacrifice. She just gets the redemption portion of it.
Does she? Is she redeemed? I can't believe. Okay, let's start going.
This is how they would. That's how they would define redemption.
I can't believe she prayed to the light.
Right.
At the end, she said, "Light, help." Was it light help Randall?
Light help you, Randall.
Or light help you, Randolph, for?
Mm-hmm.
Lanfear prayed to the light. The most evil bad bitch I've ever read.
Which, once you've committed yourself to the Dark One, if you said something like that and were honest about it, you would be dead. You would die, because it would be impermissible for you to sit there and say something like that.
But here's the problem. I can't spell man. I'm in trouble, Nate. Here's the problem. Sorry, I hit leak, but hit the leak button. I truly believe that they wrote themselves into a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Ishamael is the show's Dark One, but they realized that making Ishamael the Dark One not only pissed off all the book readers, it pissed off and confused. It confused the non-book readers, and the shills were like, "What do you mean Ishamael's the Dark One? That doesn't work." Because everything after that, even this scene we're about to see here, it actually segues into this scene right here with them imprisoning Ishamael in the Eye of the World. This is supposed to be the 100 Companions. This is supposed to be them sealing Ishamael, who is not the father of lies, but they keep calling him the father of lies. He's the betrayer of hope. Okay, he is, which is a cool enough nickname that he doesn't need to be the father of lies. Okay, he is cunning. He is wise. He is strong. He is manipulator.
Yep.
Okay.
So much so that he gets in his own way, but
he does play 4D chess actually extremely well. That is Ishamael. But then they made him the Dark One. And now they're trying to write them out of that hole, but everything they've set up is for him to be the Dark One. Because if he's the Dark, number one, if this is, and somebody needs to explain it to me. Rafe, somebody, can we get a real Q&A so I can ask, and I'll even behave. I'll even behave and ask you real show questions. Real questions that pertain to the plot that make no sense. Rafe, why is the one power dirty when men channel? There was no counterstroke. There's no reason. There is absolutely zero reason for the one power, because there is no Sidar and there is no Sidene. It's just the one power. So why did that happen? You have This would have been this would have been your scene right here. I don't know if you want to go forward a little bit.
Yeah.
This would have been your scene right here don't go too much. Yeah. Click a lot, if you can click, that would be better actually, rather than playing it. But this would have been your point to explain it or give some sort of explanation by there being some massive wave of black energy coming out of the Eye of the World. Even if it was Ishamael. But nothing happens. He's just imprisoned. So why? You didn't explain it. It's another one of those things. don't think about it. It just is.
Yep.
And it's a problem. It's a giant problem. Hey, Elena. I was upset we didn't have any Mars on this episode too, but you know.
Yeah.
Listen, it isn't a chosen one story. It's a chosen group of people story. You're right. You're right. And it's one of those that, they all have their pieces to play, but they're all doing those things because Rand and the pattern need them to do it. I love all the characters, but it's just the fact that they're all sitting on the tower with him at the end is like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
And this here, right here, doesn't this tell you that they've already incorporated Moiraine?
Oh yeah, well, what, the part where he's begging or the part where he says "kill me"?
Kill me.
Because I could totally see Morandin or Ishi or Balsamon begging for his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess this was supposed to be the strike at Sheo Ghul. Horrible, terrible. You've now created more questions.
Yeah.
Where
Actually, what this implies is that Sheo Ghul, the battle, has already been done, and now they're taking all of them to their separate locations to seal them away. So the seals have to do with the Forsaken. They don't have to do with sealing away the Dark One.
So what do they do with the Dark One?
That's it, right?
Don't know. Right. Exactly.
The Dark One is inconsequential to the show.
Did you right? What did you do with the Dark One? Did you seal him? Well, no. The seals are for the Forsaken. Okay, so what did you do to the Dark One? Don't think about it. He's in Sheo Ghul. Oh, Sheo Ghul's a thing. Well, yeah, we said it once or twice. Oh, okay. So why are you putting Ishamael in the Eye of the World instead of just in a seal like the other statues? Why does Lanfear get an egg in Carhian, and why does Ishamael get sealed in the Eye of the World when the other ones just get little trophy stands? Why aren't they all just trophy stands? Like,
Yeah, they're medals. They're
what's the difference?
participation trophies.
And don't give me they're not as strong. Well, if you're strong, it'd be a good thing to, like, if it was really because it was too strong, it'd be a good thing to sort of keep an eye on this strong guy in this seal, this being of nature, last of his race, can sort of make his presence known to people that need him, and he wanders the plagued blight in a secret green lush garden to it's only available to people. Oh no! That wouldn't be a good defense against a guy. Let's not do that. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Then they got this comment here. I couldn't break it, but Ishi's gonna dust his hands off later in the episode because he can break it. If he could break it, then why didn't he freaking get himself out? They don't explain that over time, like in the books, over time, the Quain DR had weakened, right? You could explain that so very easily, but they don't.
God, this whole thing sucks, man. So, all right. So, and you can click along too if you want, and as stuff's popping up because. So, guys, remember, Moiraine. How many times does Moiraine say, "If all the Forsaken get free, we don't stand a chance. It's over." Yet Ishamael just showed that it doesn't take anything. He could just bust them open at any time. So if it's that big a deal that all the Forsaken get free and they're doomed if it happens, why didn't he just free them immediately and they win? Because now they have all eight Forsaken free. They have the Horn of Valir. They have what seems full control of the frickin' Seanchan and the ever victorious army.
Yep.
Like, why? What's the problem?
Yeah. Here's another thing. This scene right here completely makes the prologue to Eye of the World impossible because Ishi can't be there if he's sealed away in this scene.
Yeah, and I think somebody brought that
Which
point up that this scene right here means we're never going to get. I
oh,
think it was
okay.
actually Mexican said it. This scene right here means we're never going to, and we already knew we were never going to get Dragon Mount,
Hmm.
But this just cements it in that it's impossible to happen now because Ishamael can't
Yep.
torment him. Uh, now, if they try and call Lewis Theron Kinslayer anywhere, it's like why he didn't kill any of his kin, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the
Look at the
the
size of that nose.
card is here. The Kara card. I love the name. Beautiful. Welcome, Seanchan. That is a great point. How about we get rid of all of the frickin' CGI budget we put in that one frickin' scene with the nukes and the dragon, and we CGI some Racken and some Toe
Yeah.
Racken and some Grom in there to make the frickin' Seanchan actually look exotic. But you
Yeah.
know why we can't do that? Because then, we would have saw the White Cloaks coming before the fog of children uh, enveloped Falme. Because
Yeah.
scouts and all
Oh
warfare,
man, if
no
they
scouting
ever get
tools, all that shit.
yeah, if they ever get to a gray man, that that's going to be literal. It's going to be some dude dressed up in a button-up gray T-shirt.
Here, I got this. Just because I'm making this hard on you, I got you. I'll do it.
You're good.
No, I got it. Here we go.
Oh,
All right.
you.
I got
Yeah, that's fine.
I got
Okay.
you. All right, so here we go. Just because I'm being a dick and bouncing all over the place, I want you to talk a little bit too, because I'm
Oh,
hogging everything.
I know
I'm
you
being a
asshole.
hog. I know. Oh, notice how everybody has the stupid ice to die, the stupid rings.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get to it. Oh no, we got the stupid trailer instead. I had a good shot of them with their stupid sling rings. You see them right there? The stupid
Oh, no
three-finger
way.
rings. Yeah, they all have them. See right there. There's one right here too.
So it's not.
It's just
Holy
the, it's just
crap!
it's just the Age of Legend channeler ring instead of the serpent eating its tail. They all have it.
So it has nothing to do with the
It has
Forsaken.
nothing.
Oh my god!
No, they all have it. They all have it.
Wow.
I mean, Lou's there sitting there playing with it. See, here you go. There's a good shot. He's got it right there, right here. See it?
Mm-hmm.
He's got
Yep.
one. He's got one. He's got one.
Look at all the arrogance in that room.
I know. What a bunch of arrogance. Yeah, maybe just the arrogance manifested bad stuff. It manifested goo on the one power. That's why. Oh God. So, unironically,
Yep.
the best characters in the show are now the White Cloaks. Does
Mhm.
anybody in chat disagree with that?
No,
Do you disagree with that?
not a bit. It's Jeffrem is a freaking Chad. Dane, Dane actually has a little bit of growth. Like he doesn't trust what his dad's plan is, and he actually comes to realize it's working. And then he loves his dad, and I mean, he's likable.
Jeffrem is the best character in the show right now. His
Yeah.
motivation is pure.
But Dane's likable too. I never liked Dane in the books.
No, Dane's very likable. I don't like the fact that he calls Perrin Two Rivers, but that's not his fault. But like he's
Yeah.
likable. I can't say he's a decent fighter yet because we have to do our fight scene autopsies for all those shit fights. But
Yeah. So, but then keep remember that, chat. I'm going to pull down these fight scenes, and Steve and I are going to go through and do every fight scene this season and rip them to shreds because they are bad. Even the so-called good ones.
Every nitpicky moment. I real quick I want to say, SB, good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're here. I'm loving the new faces we got. The Karakarn. I already said you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
No Seanchan animals. Why would we do something cool like that? And then let's see, Phil. Phil, good to see you. The ridiculous opening is offensive. The 100 companions strike at Sheogold is supposed to be a desperate last chance, not this.
Right.
What we should be talking about is whether uh, desperate last chance and whether the women channelers abandon the men, or if the outcome would have been different, if there would have been no counterstroke. Whatever side of the fence you're on when it comes to that, that's the interesting conversation we should be having. Is would the counterstroke have happened if the women of the tower got behind them and went? Would the counterstroke have happened anyways? But both sides of the power have been painted.
Think about the missed opportunity of, if you're going to do something that is not explicitly out there in the books in terms of an actual scene that you see. Think about what you could have done with that as an addition. That would have been something book fans would have really enjoyed seeing. I would have really praised that scene to the hilt if they had shown that whole thing.
Yeah. Rudy, I can't even bring myself to watch this travesty, and you're probably better for it. If you like hearing some people that are fans of the books go crazy, we're your guys. But if you don't like being frustrated and you don't really just feel like you need to defend it, you're probably better off finding a show that's good. They're out there. Go watch some Banshee. Go watch some Last Kingdom. Go watch some Deadwood. You got to go back in most cases to get good, but there are some good stuff out there these days. Yep. I do have to say, Articus, they did actually get Archer Hawkening. They got it wrong in the thing, the X-ray, but they actually got it right in the credits. So I don't know who should be fired for that.
Did they seriously say Hawkening in the X-ray?
Yeah, well, I'll show you. It says Archer Hawkening in the X-ray. I don't know if they fixed it yet, but they get it wrong. It's freaking crazy. It's fucking crazy. So funny. Willie, funny thing, a friend of mine watched Wheel of Time and told me it's not that bad. I really think that's the lowering of expectations because we have forgot what. We have forgot, or we haven't been shown what good fantasy programs are, or programs. I mean, we're losing programs, right?
This is a joke, Willie, but you may want to try and seek help for your friend.
No fantastical elements in fantasy series. No, we can't have any. We have a big giant fire dragon instead of a dragon banner. Yeah. They're so uninformed, and it is obvious This is an obvious turning of the wheel where they aged everyone up and dropped their intelligence and common sense. Yeah, this turning of the wheel, the Dark One is definitely going to win. Oh wait, he doesn't exist.
Except they did the turning to themselves, the showrunners and all that.
Well, thank you, Rudy. I'm glad you found us. Mm-hmm. I hope we're helping you. At least stay informed to this.
And at the very least, entertain you, because
you know what's sad.
Steve will end up eating a mayo packet, and it's funny.
Oof. Yeah, please don't make me. The sad thing for me is there shouldn't be any sides.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't have to take a side. It should just be we've respected the source material. We've had to make some changes to make it work. Hopefully you guys are okay with those changes. We did them with the biggest respect intended. Enjoy and talk about what you like and what you dislike in a manner that is, but it's just so disrespectful and ignorant and just not even close to that. There are sides, unfortunately. You gotta draw a line in the sand somewhere. Yeah. This is obviously my battle. But
they've gone out to intentionally piss off the fans and degrade the fans, and that's with a lot of IPs in the past 10 years, 15 years. It's like Star Wars fans are the most divisive. All this stuff, It's like, hey, why can't you just sit there and say, hey, we've made this. We hope you enjoy it. Kind of how Tom Cruise came on the screen at the beginning of Top Gun Maverick and said, hey, we made this movie for you. We hope you enjoy it and sit back and have a good time. And if you liked it, great. If you didn't, great. But he left it up to the fans and saying, you know what? We really appreciate you guys. Thank you for spending your hard-earned money to come and see this movie.
Well, and I don't want to go down the rabbit hole too far on that, but it felt genuine from him because he's not out there calling us all assholes. Like, he's just making movies, so it felt genuine. Yeah. But Hussein, I'm on book 4, and what I've seen of this show has no resemblance to what I read before.
Yeah.
Correct. Unrecognizable. Unrecognizable. The characters, the scenes, all of it. Elena, Duncan, you really think they were going to make Ishii the Dark One and backed up? Yes, I 100% think they were. I think they are, and I think they've dug themselves such a hole because it doesn't make sense, and that people just were dead set against it on both sides of the fence. That they're trying to retroactively fix
And
it. Every
and
indication is that's the case. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. Well, to back that up, I mean, these are the type of people that don't think Sauron from the books makes a good bad guy because he's not talked. He doesn't have a point of view in the books, and the problem with that is it's all set up just like Robert Jordan. You didn't see the Dark One, and and so this kind of the build up of it. You see his minions and all of that, but the build up of that as an enemy that you don't see actually adds to that, when you don't see them.
You know what? And I can't believe I'm saying this, but you know what? A simple thing to fix this whole thing, to whether Ishii is the Dark One or not. When he kills him, have Rand invoke his name like he actually does in the book.
Yeah.
Have him. I'm not going to say it, but have him name the Dark One, and him get just blasted to his knees or something, and that's his realization. Oh damn!
Right.
I didn't kill the Dark One.
Yeah.
And that also helps the show people go, oh shoot, he really wasn't the Dark One. Because right now anybody that's not a book reader, well hell, I'm still confused. I don't know if they want to be the Dark One or not.
Yeah. All you have to do is sit there and say Rafe and then have like the world kind of shake. Or, I mean, not shake, Rafe. But have him sit there and say that and do it like a little shimmy in the world to sit there and say there's this greater thing behind everything that you don't want.
I have no idea about Narantu, so I can't speak to that.
I'm watching Naruto with my daughter, and it's not bad. It's a shitload better than this.
Alan, the dagger is a complete mess. We're gonna get there here too, because you guys are awesome, by the way. We weren't sure. Like, we got 43 people in chat. Hit that like button for it. We weren't sure. We thought it might be just me and Nate talking about it by ourselves. You guys give such a great comments that it makes it so easy to talk about this in depth. Hell,
yeah, and difficult to get through this the episode.
Very intelligent comments too, guys. Like, thank you so much for making this such an easy conversation to have when we're talking about this stuff, because so many times you guys bring up stuff that I didn't even think about too, and it's like, Jesus, that's right too, right? Let's see. Atlantic Ape, good to see you. See all these people that I don't get to see all the time. It's so awesome, man.
Seriously.
Atlantic Ape, if you see when the cringy fire dragon showed up, the focus is yes. I was gonna say that. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw it. So maybe I'm gonna star this because I want to talk about it when we get there. The only reason I'm happy about it is we get to see more Mesma and that actor because he's a good actor. That's the only reason. But that is them setting up his freaking fall into becoming the prophet.
Yeah,
it was because they that's the only reason they and thank you, Atlantic Ape. Great comment. Thank you so much. Let me finish reading it though. Focus on Masima because they're keeping him to make Fael beat him up. Well, I think that, and also because that was him. They focused on him right after the dragon. It's sort of, again, a bullshit Easter egg to be like, okay, this is instead of where he should have gone lunatic. We're retroactively trying to fix that too, and we're gonna have him go full prophet now, right? Jacob, 6 months members. Thank you very much for being a member, Jacob. Always good to see you, buddy. Are you on book 4? How far along are you in Shadow Rising, buddy? What do you call a Forsaken with the phobia of warders? Land fear. Danu with $5. All male channelers are getting screwed, including the Forsaken. Like Land fear is eternal but Ishmael, Jesus, like Lanfear is eternal, but Ishmael, but killed by five-headed drag easy peasy. Yeah. So basically, Lanfear is eternal. She's immortal. She can get her head sliced off. She can get stabbed in the back through the heart, but she's fine. She just heals with the true power, which is also Ishmael's deal. The true power is Ishmael's deal, not Lanfear. Especially if Lanfear is invoking the Light's name. You really think the Dark One is going to give somebody that says Light help you, Randall Thor, access to the true power? No. And you're right. And then Ishmael just gets died by a sword that's sort of hot. It's a sort of hot sword. He actually probably would have been better off than her because it would have just cauterized the wound as it went in.
Yeah, it was the thing that Macaulay Culkin hung on the doorknob in
Oh my
Home
God.
Alone.
Phil, you're not the first person that said that. A lot of people have said the guy right.
Oh,
Also, as a
spot
Jesmir,
on.
would Seema actor made a better land? I mean, he actually knows how to fight based on the Last Kingdom. 100%. 100%. You're not the first person I've seen that come from. I agree. 100% he would have made a better land. He's a better actor. He's a better swordsman. He actually gives facial emotes other than
And a deeper script than I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Moiraine. That's about the depth of Land's character in the show. Sorry. I had to. I couldn't.
Nipple clamps Henny. Yep.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, remember how Daniel Henney bragged about how much work he did fighting stuff? Like for what? Yeah, I don't see it. I don't believe it at this point. I don't believe
It's
it.
not it's not fighting stuff when all you're doing is sword forms, shirtless,
Yeah.
in the middle of a field.
Yeah, and that's exactly. We all said it. That was just going to be him doing bullshit by himself.
Yep.
Oh my God! All right, let's move along here because we only maybe we are going to go till Jesus. Okay, so unironically, White Cloaks chat. What do we think? White Cloaks the best part of the season, and they get about 5 minutes, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I pointed this out, and I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. I feel like if they just committed and put the shoulder fin on this shoulder as well and gave him this arm plate and did that to every White Cloak with this breastplate, you're actually sort of cooking with gas there a little bit. I could deal with that.
Dude, it's actually snazzy looking armor. I don't know if functionally it works. But it because looks of the plating, but it
looks miles better though if you right.
Yeah, it actually looks like metal instead of the 3D printed shit that's standing to his right.
Yeah. And why do they all have different color? Like, just get shining silver breastplates and armor. Give them lances. Why do they all have axes?
Yeah. Well, in addition, so you look at Jeffrem, and that actually kind of looks like metal, and the you got like a bronze type of breastplate there, and you got the gray in the middle, so that looks like it's kind of fabric, which irritates me. And then you got the other guy standing next to him with the white in between those, so that's all fabric. There's nothing metal about any of that. I mean, no wonder an axe could sit there and kill Jeffrem later on.
Oh Jesus. Trip, I'll believe it when I see it. We'll talk about that. I'll believe it when I see it. But Forsaken's here. What's up? Doesn't anyone know how to screen capture from the Amazon player? They seem to have built in a way to block. So you just go through Firefox. So you have to download the Firefox browser, and you can record. So when I'm doing for my reviews, what I'll do is I'll open up OBS. I will record, and then I will play it through the Firefox browser, not Chrome. Chrome and Edge, they will black it out. But Firefox, for whatever reason, it comes through fine. You can get screenshots. You can get everything you need. So make sure you Mozilla Firefox is your screenshot recording.
Well, you can, or you can do Brave. I've been able to record it through using the Brave browser as well.
Okay. Beating the most powerful Forsaken. Yeah, we're not even there yet. Why is it so his is leather? Like I don't just the
No
same
thing.
armor. I don't. All
Yeah.
right. So yes, the White Cloaks actually have a respectable goal. We also, I guess, this confirms Pedro is not involved in anything because he didn't send them.
Yeah.
Jeffrem just came because it's the right
Yeah.
thing to do. Uh, great.
And the dumbest question that never gets answered is, well, not the dumbest thing, but and this will come out in my review, but he's like, well, but we will win this because we have something that they don't have. What's that, Dad? End scene.
Axis? Oh.
It's like he doesn't answer the question, and this is how I pose it in my video. It's if you're a coach and you're sitting there giving your halftime speech, you're trying to pump up your players like, we can win this. We're outmanned, outgunned, but we can get out there and play hard with heart, and we can win this because we have something they don't have. Now, who's with me? Like, what? What do we have, Coach? Come on.
You've got gusto, son. You've got spit and vinegar. Yeah, if you got some good ones,
we're men and we have testicles. Ah!
I'll if they're good now. Mule is leading the charge with some of these memes. But if you got some memes you'd like me to take a look at, you can throw them to me through Discord, and
sure.
maybe we'll throw them up on a stream or two here.
Mule's memes are freaking hilarious.
So I look forward to seeing the memes. The memes are some of the best things. Trip also has a way for you to do it as well. You're welcome, Dempsey, of course, my brother. Always, always. So real quick, we're going to watch these two get yeeted out into the ocean. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Here we go. When the time comes, raise the banner. What the what?
Yeah. Talk about no setup for that.
Well, she said that, and I knew it's really. But I didn't think. I thought she was gonna pull. Since we like to store things up our butthole in this show, I really thought she was gonna yank the dragon banner out of her butt and be like, "Woo!" and start floating around. Yeah. I never imagined we were gonna get a flaming, stupid-looking dragon. I never imagined it. All right, here we go. Let's watch him get yeeted into the beach. Whee! Where are we? I don't know. Why is there a waygate in the middle of the ocean? I don't know. Why are we drowning? It's like, why are we in an ocean that has sand 5 feet below? I don't know.
Right. So you expect me to believe that Ogier, now again, they haven't set up Ogier at all in this show. But so if we add what we know of the Ogier in the books to this, and they're sitting there building stuff. So the builders are going to sit there like, hey, why don't we build a waygate in the ocean where we can't build any sort of foundation whatsoever? That's a good idea. Jojo, son of dipshit, son of Holofel.
Yeah, right. Elena, the answer is, I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're going to try and redeem her and make her a good person, because just the fact that she invokes, I don't know if it's script error or they're just stupid. She invokes the light. That is damaging to her character. I don't care if she's praying for somebody else. She says, light, protect you. No. So they have to be. What happened to the best girl, Leandrin? I don't know. We spent all this time on her just to dump her off at the end.
Yeah. I mean, hell, we were all thinking that she was getting the redemption arc that Ingtar had, and they just she's like Kaiser Soze, gone.
Why have you taken something as terrifying? Why?
That's a great comment.
How is it you've taken something as terrifying and cool as Machin Shin
Right.
and completely neutered it and made it nothing. Nobody cared. Why did anybody stop traveling the ways? Everybody can do it. Machin Shin, even when it catches you, doesn't do anything but uncomfortably give you psychiatric advice that maybe gives you a headache, and then you can walk.
Seriously, you know why people fear Machin Shin in the TV show? They're afraid of the bills and the copay. That's what they're afraid of.
Yeah, that Medicaid bill's killer, man. Like,
I know.
if you go over that 1 hour mark, he's gonna charge you double. And when he comes to to collect, he's gonna use well, not Trollocs. I don't know who we'll use. Baby Machin Chins. I don't know. Roaches. I don't know. Can we talk about the fact that we made all this big deal about the horns falling off Trollocs' heads and shit, and we got one scene with a Trolloc in it, and that was the cold open to episode 1?
Right.
Did we get any more Trollocs in the whole show except for that episode?
I don't think we did.
Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Let me know. Who said? I thought she said, "I'll protect you." Who? Caladera. I'm not sure who you're referring to. Alexander. What's up? They fear Machin Shin because he speaks the truth, and they're all awful human beings.
Oh, there we go.
Staple Bow in the house.
Truth.
Nope. Yep. Jim's right. You're right. Everybody's right.
Yep.
TLM. Remember, Trollocs have people inside them too. If you like TLM merch, 50% off at profitofthedragon.com. I'll leave this up here.
Did you say 50 or 15?
15. Dude, I can't pay for it. Like 15 is like the most I can do without like me actually having to pay for part of it. So 15 is like the most I can go off. I'll basically get no money from it, which is fine. I just if people I know people like
the merch is
artwork. Yeah, I gotta get one. I gotta get a TLM shirt. I gotta get one. I'm gonna get one. Maybe I'll get one today. I should also get one that just says "land" and just 2 big hairy nipples. That could be bleeding. They're bleeding too. It's just hairy nipple. They're just bleeding. They're like crushed. Sorry, getting sidetracked. Getting sidetracked. All right, so Moiraine and Land have got yeeted into the ocean by the mystical Waygate in the Water Grove of the mermaid people, I guess. Then Rand goes, "Oh, this. Wait a second. Hold on a sec. Hold on."
That question right there. How can I ever trust you again? Well, you sat there. You were on the sex wheel in the dream in episode 4. And you said, "I can't believe I trusted you." Stop asking that stupid question or making that stupid statement. We know. Sweet. Good.
Is that sweater? Is it a good sweater, dude? Like, is it? I saw you. I was very. It made me smile seeing you wearing it on the What Is Happening stream that one time. Is it actually? Is it a pretty good sweater? I hope. Please, I hope so. Sorry, I had to get the screen cap on this. If anybody has any character from this show doing a face palm, please let me know. I need a face palm for my thumbnails. I haven't been able to find one yet. I'm getting some really good faces, but face palms I have not. So this is where Rand all of a sudden starts going, "You chat, how dare you? You channeled. Machin Shin will come to get us." And then she just travels out of there.
Yep. But but it's worse than that though, because it's Machin Shin comes in, all the bugs go to surround them, and then they just cut. It's like they have to sit there and try and manufacture bullshit, meaningless drama at the end of almost every freaking scene. It is annoying as hell.
Yeah, she should have. She probably would have turned out better if Lanfear blew the horn. So, but also, I want you
blown something,
and then all of a sudden, you start again. If you're somebody that thinks about things and wants your stories to be coherent and make sense, you start thinking about things. It's like, okay, so if Lanfear's plan was just to yeet them out, and not take them to Falme. We'll put them in the vicinity. So, like, that's her plan. Like, it's like, oh, well, that sounds like it's some really weird plot that she wants Lan and Moiraine close so she can proclaim him with the dragon banner, but she doesn't want her close enough to help him. Or it's like what are we doing? Like, why is Lanfear like?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so what makes a good general, right? A general comes up, meets with his staff, they have come up with the battle plan, they discuss things, they have a conversation so that everybody knows what each piece and part is doing in the battle. But here, all she sits there and does is raise the dragon banner when it's time, and then blows them out of the gate, totally expecting them to totally fulfill the rest of her plan. What the hell?
Well, and then on top of it, it's like, why is is she just lying to Ishamael? Does she really not like? Because she's supposed to love them both. They're all supposed to be thick as thieves. But everything that she's doing to help Rand is proving to the contrary, and it just comes out that she's full on betrayed him.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's full on betraying him and his team. Team Rand, not even Team Lewis Theron. Yep. She's Team Rand al'Thor. So right. It's like, I thought you guys were bosom buddies, close as close could be. Like, but she's just full on betraying him the whole season? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. And I stopped on the one scene for a reason. There's probably another one. We'll get to it, but look at this. So, of course, Perrin's being led around by his butthole. But look at and this isn't even the best shot of it. Let's see if we can get. Oh, I really don't want to see you talking anymore. So, look at all this space in front of Falme with its fake tower. Look at all these ramparts with nobody on them. There's 2 guards at the gate. Supposedly, we have the ever-victorious army here, the occupation force that makes you swear oaths, and then if you swear your oaths, they trust you to be enveloped into their army. So there could even be Falmean soldiers on these ramparts watching for frickin' invaders because they would have pardoned them and folded them into the Seanchan army. But no, there's nobody watching anything. Do you know how one Damane right here takes care of all the No, don't worry about defending the city. Don't worry about, attacks. Don't worry about, like Turak's such an idiot. He just thinks, oh, we've come and occupied this big chunk of land. Nobody's going to come seek retribution. They're just going to let us have it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where, I think it was Alan said, if it wasn't Alan, whoever it was said thank you. This is where, Rackin, Toe Rackin, all those things that are great at scouting stuff would have came in really useful. But that's why they're not here. Because then you have to ask the question, why the hell didn't they scout it out? Well, guess what? We're still asking the question because it doesn't make sense. This is supposed to be an unbeaten army, and they don't have scouts.
Hell, they barely have troops.
God damn. And then Perrin tells the dog to stay, and he's like, nah.
Tells him to stay in an arid wasteland, right? I mean, it's like there's no water. Stay.
Why
don't we put you in a car with no open windows, dog?
Did I miss the scene where like Hopper became this ultra loyal doggo friend to Perrin? Like, is this like Jon Snow had a cool dog named Ghost, so Perrin needs to have a cool dog named Hopper? Is that what this is?
And that's the whole nonsense of it.
Rudy, they did.
He all of a sudden tells you his name that is Hopper, and so that makes everything all good, and you're supposed to be emotionally connected now. and then you tell the dog to stay, and you give no scene that the dog disobeys his instructions, and then he appears later on to save the day all of a sudden.
Well, to make
You know,
Perrin a murderer, basically, but we'll get there.
well,
We'll get
yeah,
there. So Rudy, just real
maybe.
quick, they do explain it briefly. Basically, Jeffrem says that the Watchers put out the call, a distress call. Nobody answered, but
That's
the White
right.
Cloaks would answer because it's the right thing to do. That's why that's part of the reasons the White Cloaks are the best characters in the show, because
Yep.
even though they know they're going to certain death, they know it's the right thing to do to try and reclaim the city for the people that are supposed to be governing it, and to send out foreign invaders and dirty slavers. So they know that the odds are against them, but they're going to do it anyway because it's right. Wow, sounds like a good set of lads, doesn't it?
I mean, seriously, that's freaking awesome. I'd get behind that army.
Forsaken says, why did Ishamael have such a stupid, overly elaborate plan to kill Gentle Rand when he could have done either himself at any time? How did he know Matt would throw the spear he didn't even know Matt made? Well, also, how would he know it? Because Min's visions are also incorrect. So why does Min care about her visions anymore if they're not correct?
Man.
If they're not correct, why is she so desperate to freaking get rid of them if they're just meaningless?
Yeah. And it took 3 female Aes Sedai to gentle Logain, and you're telling me that Ishi can't gentle Rand on the tower when he's more powerful than them? He has to have 8 Damane from a ship 2 football fields away do this? Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, we'll get there too. Hopefully, we're getting there. I'm trying to get big chunks, but Chad is killing it. You guys are killing it. You guys are the best. Eternal Light. Good to see you. As I am rereading the books, I literally come across single lines of text that these dipshits spin into story arcs and completely change everything. And that is 100 fucking % true. Salty said it a long time ago. He was right way back when he said it, and we all sort of talked about it. They have a bunch of post-it notes up on a thing. They say Matt needs to get his spear. He also needs to have the dagger. Let's just put them together. Post-it note done. Matt needs to do the Horn of Valyr. Does it matter how he does it? No. Post-it note done. Rand needs to kill Ishi. Does it matter how it works? No. Done. Rand needs to kill Turak. Does it matter how it does? No. Done. It's literally just they picked out things that they knew they needed to put in there, and it doesn't matter how they get there, or if it makes sense, or if it's good. They just event done. Now we can move on to everything else that we want to say. No, Arthur. I would rather have it. It would be fun to see what I actually want to like. It would. None of this is fun. Like, I don't understand how you call any of this fun. It's ridiculous and stupid. It doesn't make sense. It's not fun because it's terrible.
We have a lot of fun entertainment that we can go to that we would like to enjoy. We want to enjoy something that is Wheel of Time. And
what would be fun is actually seeing, Matt blow the horn with his bros next to him, and Archer Hawkwing saying, "Bannerman, will you lead us forward? Hey, can you play us a wonderful melody on the Horn of Valyr? It seems fitting." And Heron looking up at Archer Hawkwing, and Archer Hawkwing saying, "The wheel every once in a while spins a new member into our freaking group, because Heron is brave and wants to ride the battle with Archer Hawkwing." Yeah, that would have been fun to see, but no, we're not going to see. How about
it would have been an inspiring scene?
Yeah. I don't need to degrade my expectations because somebody can't write or has no imagination. So I'm not going to stay on that much. Chad, if you want to, talk about that stuff, you can. I'm not, I really don't want to deal with, just like it because you should like it stuff today. I have no patience for it anymore. So, all right, okay. So here we go into. So they're bosom buddies, but she's been busy betraying him all season. And then we have the 6 seals just sitting there because we need to get the Forsaken out pronto, I guess.
That's all those things served as a. Oh man.
Yep, that's it, James. The post-it notes say this or that needs to happen, but also how can we lay a giant turd on this character, especially if they are male? Look, but I don't even. The female characters are ruined too. Like you're right, but the female characters, like Nynaeve's whole story arc for episode freaking 8 is sitting there doing everything wrong and being pathetic.
Well, wait. Is this literally how they created the fog?
Oh, you didn't know that?
I missed this part.
This is how they made the fog.
A fog that enveloped the entire desert in front of the city.
Yes. A bunch of children of the light, waving smoke things around.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like, this was a -1 to the children thing. It's like, I mean, it's like, sort of, at least they thought, like, they figured out there needed to be a fog, but, you know, this is, again, another problem that you've caused because you haven't done the Horn of Valyr right. The Horn of Valyr causes the fog. Yeah. But apparently, that whole swath of land we showed a minute ago is covered, like, oh, here it is. Let's see if I can get to it. Was that it? Gonna get back to it. They do an overhead shot of it.
Right. Well, that whole shit gets worse as you sit there.
I'm trying to get there. It is. Look at that, man. Those are quite effective. Can you see this, Nate?
Yeah, that. So 6 kids with altar boy incense waving around is going to cause all this.
I guess you're supposed to think that there were more than 4. Like maybe there were a bunch of groups of kids, but still, look at how much smoke.
If you do that, oh man, if you do this, then get a tighter shot on those boys in there doing that, because you had 6 of them, right? And then you showed you showed it at a wider angle, so you saw all the space. I mean, now were they going across the desert and then like you're mowing a lawn and going back and forth and doing this? Never mind the fact that doing this, you've created this fog, and those soldiers are like, "What's that?" You can't hear the horses charging?
Well, they didn't think it was strange that this white cloud stuff just manifested out of nowhere too after just being. I mean, I think even one of the guards says, "Wow, that's weird," and they just leave the doors open, and it's like, okay, I can't believe really the defense of this is, you guys are mean. Get happy. It's like that's really the defense of the show. It's like. He just likes stuff. It's like, okay. Then we have
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, we aren't at the charge yet, are we?
I think that was part of it. I don't. Yeah.
Okay. So they are. Yeah. Okay. So
here we go. You want to charge through the gate?
Yeah. Well,
so I'm pretty sure they have time to close that gate. Why is he out here so far? Like, I mean, this is you can call this a nitpick if you want. At this point, it's already. Dude, there are people on the ramparts. Start shooting.
So when you remember in the cartoon movie Robin Hood, like 3 o'clock and all's well.
3 o'clock and all's well.
But like, if you start at the beginning of the charge, you don't need to go back there, but you can look, and they show this wide scene where they have like about 150 horses charging, and then they cut behind them, and it gets down to 20, and then you get through the gate, and there's like 5.
I mean, look how far away they still are, too. right?
Yeah,
So so they're still pretty far away.
but
I
they,
mean they're on horses,
yep,
but like
yeah,
isn't
but
that
that,
wait? Don't they have a gate? Like, is that a drawbridge? Like I forget what they call it. The gate that's just supposed to slam down.
yeah, uh,
I forget what it's called, but it's
oh,
like the bars that just should
yeah,
slam down and keep people from coming in. Like
yep,
they're just hanging there above the door, right?
yep,
Yeah, look at it right there.
yep,
I'm
yep. You're
pretty
right
sure
on.
at this point you're yelling at these two, get the fuck in here. I'm gonna close the gate. Portcullis, there you go. Thank you, both of you.
Yeah, there we
Ryan,
go.
Vic, Portcullis, we got a late Portcullis from Robert. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Portcullises.
Yeah.
let's get a chat. Let's get a portcullis in the chat for the dead portcullis that never got used
I know.
and led to the fall of Falme because one stupid guard couldn't freaking cut a rope.
Oh my.
I mean, look, you want to call that a nitpick? I don't really think it is. I think it's actually been a
No.
pretty big problem, but it's just like just a tiny issue with this whole giant piece of turd. Like, look how
Yeah.
far away
So
they are.
yeah, so I counted about 19, 20 guys charging now at that point. So you've lost the other 130 guys that you had charging on horse. On horse. So now 20 are charging into the gate, and we probably don't see 20 the rest of the episode.
I'm look at it. It's just there.
Yeah.
Like, just don't put it there even. Like, don't put it there. Like, remove that from there and just say it was a door. Does it make any more sense? No, but at least you've removed the thing so I don't see it, so I don't think, why did they just cut the rope and close it? Right? I still would love to know why there's not a single Damane on the tower ramparts. Oh wait, they're all on a boat being held in reserve, right?
Has to be.
Right. I forgot. I forgot. The Seanchan sort of forgot.
Yeah. This whole charge is, again, there's the consistency. You know, if you're going to show 150 charging the wall, the whole city in the whole fight scene should be just absolutely overrun with white cloaks on horseback.
Yeah.
But they charge through the gate. There are 5 of them that apparently they get off their horses. And it's like, you really, you're you could just, the whole city is yours.
But it's just like just the disrespect to portcullises. It's just like I can't wait for the meme to sad portcullises because it's like, oh, why didn't you use me? It's just like, oh boy. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, lady. We didn't. I would have liked to see some Wheel of Time, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Moving on. So, does he have a bat again, or was that his? Oh no, he hit him with a chain. Okay. Jeff from still winning. Jeff from is
Yep.
still winning the Wheel of Time season 2. Now we have to make sure your makeup's right. Oh wait, we're sorry. This is the Egwene makeup scene where she then
Yeah.
threatens to cut her tongue out. We all knew this was going to happen. We all knew this was an empty threat because she is a terrible Suldom. She lets her disrespect her left, right, and center without punishing her. PLM, this is the next one. So she gives her the empty threat of, didn't she put it in her nose too, or was I imagining that? So she threatens to cut her tongue, and then she says, "Oh, you know what'll hurt more? I'll cut your hair off."
Okay. Yeah. And here's a nitpick. Keep it right here.
Yeah.
What's in her left hand?
That's her binky.
It's her binky. So how is she providing enough pressure on Egwene's jaws to open her mouth? I know that's nitpicky, But it's simple things like this. It's like,
Yeah. Look, at least we admit where our nitpicks are. I know where I'm nitpicking, and that's fine.
it's like if the show is good, we don't even like these nitpicks become. It's like the nitpicks that we can have with Lord of the Rings. It's like, hey, we understand that those are nitpicks, but those are acceptable nitpicks in the Lord of the Rings movies because the movies are so damn good.
Well, you let the nitpicks go when the stuff surrounding it is good.
Yeah.
You might even observe it and go, "Wow, that's a little weird," but guess what? You let it go because everything surrounding it is
like
good.
Legolas getting on the horse by grabbing the ring and flipping himself under the neck.
Awful mounting scene. Oh my god, yeah. That it's like, whoa, that looked really weird, right? So that's a perfect example. So yeah, here you go. So Stan says, "Why I don't get why Rena always gets physical when she's wearing the bloody And then we forgot. We forgot, and the dungeon thinks the same thing. They spent a lot of time teaching the audience how the ADOM is supposed to work, just to ignore it for the rest of the show.
Yep.
Why did you spend so much time explaining how it works if you're not going to actually back it up? I don't. It's the same thing with just erasing Leandrin. All of a sudden, we spent so much time on. Not that I wanted to see more Leandrin, but you spend so much time trying to develop Leandrin, and then she just disappears. And she probably still has the most words. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I do want to see that words chart after this episode.
Oh God, yeah. When it pops, I don't know if it's up or not anywhere. I'm sure it'll pop up somewhere. Now we get Padan Fain and Ishamael in a room because Padan Fain is just your run-of-the-mill dark friend. Why did he tack a fade up to a door? Because book.
Right.
That's
stop comparing it to the books. Well, they're including stuff from the books, so how can you sit there and provide that as a legitimate argument against what we're saying here?
Yeah, when you keep referring to the books, stop. Yeah, it's Padan Fain, the biggest missed opportunity of this whole. I can't, man. One of the biggest. Holy shit. Like, he should be so mad. This actor had so much stuff that got cut. He should be so mad that he should be fuming that he didn't get to do any of it. The last time we see Padan Fain, he is running away going, oh, down a hallway because Matt melted a keyhole with a dagger. He Anakin Skywalkered a keyhole with a dagger that he wrapped to a bedpost with a piece of string.
Yeah.
I am not like people, like anybody in chat that has not seen this, and I am not joking. This isn't the scene. This is where Padan Fain hand delivers the Shadow Logoth dagger to Matt. Hand delivers it. The thing that he is so obsessed with. He will kill everybody to get, or should be killing everybody to get. He hand delivers it to Matt because we need a magical way to get Matt out of the room for some reason. Right? I mean, it's ridiculous. There's no way Padan Fain's giving that dagger up. Like it was basically like, I don't want to give up the dagger, Ishamael. He's like, well, too bad. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
No problem.
Joke. What a joke.
Massimo will gather 50 dragon followers max, and everyone will be in awe. The Black Tower will be 3 men and a baby. The last battle with 50 guys on the wall. A whole bunch of CGI Trollocs. And somebody else did say that at least the Falme walls look better than Tarwin's Gap, and you're right. I think you're probably right about that. especially since
And
it charged the back of the wall of Tarwin's Gap and then went into the door and
can
didn't
you
fight.
imagine? Can you imagine the advertisements we can create for the Black Tower daycare?
Oh my god.
It's going to be incredible.
Man, I think I just consciously have made a decision that I don't. It's very weird that I've got like. It's been very weird that all of a sudden here in the last few days we've gotten this. I shouldn't say like these people popping. I don't know if they're trying to get me angry, but popping in here and going, "You're a big meanie," just like the show. But I just
Yeah.
it's just like.
Well,
I
they come
don't
in, they pop
understand.
in,
I just don't
yeah.
understand how you can just disrespect your own time so much that you just. I mean, I guess that's not really fair because I'm disrespecting myself watching this, but I feel like I have a purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's a bit different. I mean, because you're not going on to other people's streams and sitting there saying, "Man, I can't believe you guys are saying all these good things about this show. I got see you later." It's like, okay,
Well, yeah,
what's the point
I'd be
then?
so
In
banned
your
so fast because I just asked, "Can you explain any of the plot?" and they'd ban me.
mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to focus on that
Yeah.
anymore. It's earth shaking.
I
Yeah.
I love in this scene how Nynaeve looks at Elaine and says, "All right, how does it look?" And she comes over and fixes her eyeliner and
Oh
says,
God.
"There." And I'm like, so the eyeliners is what would have proven Nincompoop to have been not a Seanchan. I mean, come
This
on.
whole other thing, like, yeah, it's this. Oh my God, the whole
Oh,
dagger thing. Oh my, how can you defend the
Meth Cawthon.
dagger? I
His
just
name's Meth Cawthon now.
even my brother lost his shit. And my brother is so fair. What is wrong with her fingers?
Oh,
What is wrong with her fingers?
yeah,
Wait, look at
yeah.
it.
No, she's having Bell's palsy.
Am I? Are my eyes playing tricks on me, or are her fingers backwards?
I think they're playing tricks on you. That it's curled up
Oh,
into her palm.
it is like, oh my, the ring makes it look like they're backwards. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
I mean,
Which Iron Man scene, Chris? Iron Man's right in front of us.
Yep. Stan, you can have that and use that to your heart's content because
Meth Coffin, absolutely.
in this community we share stuff like this.
I do want to make one comment here.
It's like Ingtar as Princess Jasmine.
Absolutely. Oh, no way. Dude, I'd be surprised if Ashman are even in the freaking show. It's probably going to get canceled by the time Ashman are supposed to be around. Can I say one thing, though, unironically? Actually, it is ironically. Why is it that Nynaeve is a better Suldam than every other Suldam in the show?
Yeah.
She literally tortures the crap out of this girl because she won't give her what she wants.
In the book, did Nynaeve say something like this, or was it Rena that said something like this to Egwene?
I don't remember. Chat might
Yeah.
remember. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But I was shocked because Nynaeve is being a very good Suldam. She needs information, so she's torturing the crap out of her through the freaking ridiculous Adom. Exactly what Rena should be doing to Egwene, but instead we fake cut her tongue out and then cut her braid off and don't do anything to her. Well done. Here we go. Now we're in the meat and potatoes. Padan Fain says, "Here's Dagger because Dagger," and Matt's like, "Yeah, Dagger." And he's like, "I ain't gonna be no Dagger guy anymore. I don't like the Dagger. It's bad." And Padan Fain's like, "Nah, you want that thing." And then he leaves. right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Padan Fain isn't having an issue at all with giving up the dagger here. Like, it should be really hard for him, but whatever. That is the tiniest thing with what's about to happen with the dagger. How many people in chat have seen this episode, by the way? Put a 2 in chat if you haven't actually seen what happens next. Because it's shocking. I know you have, Chris.
Oh.
I know you have. I know you have. Oh my gosh. Pattern Faint. What is this one? Hold on. 618 Rand's sword has no Heron Mark. 2431 the Heron Mark is there. 4046 it's gone again and it's still gone at 5801 when Rand drives the sword in the Ishi chest. Yep. Oh yeah. The only place it shows up is that one spot in front of Turak and then it disappears for the rest of the show.
Yep. In the Super Mario Brothers level.
So Sam hasn't seen this. That's enough for me. Here we go. Well, actually we have to have a montage of him putting it together. Remember? Yes, this is the Ashendari replacement. So Padan Fain leaves the dagger in here. Oh, I forgot. We have the long scene of oh, Jesus Christ.
Long walks on the beach, and
they
they're going to cuddle.
They literally had her remove the bond somehow. How did she remove the bond? First of all,
right.
So they had that should have been the first hint to her that she wasn't stilled. Was she still had the bond? Yet she shielded. So how did she unbond land? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, but was the bond removed or was it masked? And wouldn't he have an impact on whether it was masked or removed?
Well, it's removed. This confirms it's removed because she's giving it back to him.
Right. So there's inconsistency in the storytelling once again. And then all of a sudden they have this scene here where they're both wrapped up by her loving magical sperm arms. And then they
then we have to have this awkward scene where they freaking are like, I thought they were going to start making out. I really thought they were going to start making out on the beach.
So
this whole thing is just in time because the beach regiment of the Seanchan are about to come out. I got to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah. So, and this is one of the things that drives me nuts about this scene. The bonding thing. Okay. Yeah. It sucks so bad. But here they're going back and forth, and this whole scene is set up to make it sound like Lan is kind of giving her some God's honest truth and sitting there just being a strong man to her. That's how his speech is set up to be in here. But at the same time, when you listen to what he's saying, he is being the biggest freaking pussy in the whole thing. And then to sit there and have her say that the only reason that she could say that they're not equals is because he was always the better. If, a big if that were true, then Moron would not have treated everybody else in this show like complete shit. That is the only reason that whole line is so unbelievable. Because if she didn't treat her sister like shit, her nephew like shit, Swan like shit, Lan like total shit, everybody like shit, then this line would have been impactful with Lan, because then he would have been the only one she had treated like shit. And even then, that's a stretch. But this whole thing here, like, you were always the better. Fuck you. You have never treated Lan, even in season 1, like he was the better. You've always been this mightier than thou type of person with everybody. So to sit there and say that you were always the better, fuck off. You are a dumb bitch.
Sorry about that, by the way. But after everything, it's like, stop it. Just stop it. Like, it technically, she here's the problem. I just thought about this. If she shielded, how much lying did she do while stilled?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, all the shit she said to him, if that's not true, she was lying. So she shouldn't be able to do that. She's still attached to the O's because she's not stilled.
Yep.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
I literally thought they were going to make out here. This was so... I'm sorry, it was so cringe. I agree to disagree, guys. Oh, sorry, you brought it up already. Eternal... I mean, I don't know. I thought this was, like... Yeah, here you go. Atlantic Ape says it. Showland is always whispering his lines because of how cringe they are. Agreed, 100%. Eternal Light for $5. Thank you for providing a legitimate and entertaining critique to the book from a book perspective. This show is trashed. Book or no, season 1, episode 4 was the end for me. You know what, dude? And you're welcome. Like, that's why we do it, okay? And that's why we're doing this stuff, because you have the other side pretending that this actually is meaningful in some way.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
contrived.
That it's that not only is it hold on. Not only that it's so my stance on it is it's not even a good show. It's a terrible adaptation, and it's definitely not anything to do with Wheel of Time. I don't even think it's not even a good show. Like, even if you erase all the Wheel of Time stuff, all the contrivances, all the plot problems, all the armor, all everything are terrible. But then when you heap on top of it everybody that's trying to call it better or as good as or better than the books or accurate or a good adaptation, when you heap all that shit on top of it, that's when I start that's pretty much why we do this, is because of that. If it was just a bad TV show, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's a bad TV show and you like a bad TV show, that's great. I love plenty of bad TV shows. It's okay to like bad stuff. But it's all the stuff that's surrounding it. Rafe Judkins out there saying that he's doing this and he's paying homage to this, and that this was meant to invoke this feeling and that feeling, and this we took this from the book, and I can't wait for you to see Cat crosses the courtyard. I can't wait for everybody to see Matt blow the horn of Valir. No. That's where I take offense, and that is why we do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Probably freaking 18 years, because they'll come up with some excuse why, they won't even admit they were out because of the freaking strike. They keep saying they were just on a planned vacation. So they won't even fess up that they went on strike with the Writers Guild. There's articles out there saying, "Oh, it was just a well-timed vacation." I don't know if they're being funny, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alexander, the shills are saying that rewrites cause the problem. There actually been a few articles out there that have said that, and it is subterfuge to sit there and just blanket get out there and saying we don't really need to talk about why there's script problems. It's just other things are at fault, not us.
Look, it's not. We'll get moving along here, buddy, because I got an hour. But rewrites or no, we know the foundation is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So we know there are a bunch of reshoots, there are a bunch of rewrites, all that stuff. But the foundation underneath it is so weak and crumbly. Of course the rewrites made it worse because everything underneath it is bad. So if the rewrites are the problem, it's what the hell did they rewrite that was so bad that they felt that they had to rewrite it?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my question. And they're more than happy to keep blaming Barney Harris for everything.
Yeah,
we had to rewrite everything because of Barney Harris. It's Barney Harris and Corwin's fault. It's bullshit. We like here on this channel, here on White Cloaks channel, here on freaking on Salty's channel, on Nerdporial's channel, even when we're talking about the books, we have given many ways that this show had ways to get Matt back on track almost instantly in their craft narrative.
Yeah.
And they chose to do none of them. Even all the way up to episode 6, when they had the two of them together and all he had to do was leave with Rant. Nope, didn't do it.
I got pipe tampers there. Hussein.
Willie says, "True. Like I like Foundation, but I'm under no illusion it's a faithful adaptation. Won't defend if its book writers attack it." Yeah,
And that's the key. If the book writers attack it, that's or
okay,
if the show people attack the fans. Oh fuck.
All right, Okay, how many people lost it when Loyal just walks around the corner with the Horn of Elir? He just has it. And then there's a throwaway line that was so fast that I missed it because I was so busy losing my mind that Loyal had the box. Apparently, we got lucky. A woman from Carhian helped them get it.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Now, is it me? Or does the box look smaller in Loyal's arms than it was before? And this might just be me.
No, it looks smaller. That's them trying to do forced perspective thing to try and make him look bigger. Just like they've made Masema freaking made him like slouch, and he's on a box, standing on a box in this scene.
Right, but even then, the proportions of the individuals are off, so that even when they're attempting to do the forced perspective here, it fails so miserably.
Well, I also noticed, and I need to play it right here. Masema magically teleports to the other side of Perrin. So they're walking down the street, right?
Yep.
So you see Masema right there on the left side.
Yep.
Right there. Oh, wait. Did I miss it? Maybe I was wrong. I thought he switched sides somewhere. Maybe I got it wrong. I might have got it wrong. I'll have to look. Maybe it was a different scene. I thought he switched sides and the editing was like all janky. So I could be wrong on that one. I'm not sure. It's a small thing.
They do say
Sema.
They do say it in the scene.
Has anyone said his? Have they said Masema in the show yet? I always say Mace. I screwed it up. I'm sorry.
It's said, I think, in this scene, but at the same time, if he says it, then who cares? It's like you haven't set up this character at all, but they're going to sit there and play him up like he's some amazing thing later.
Where was he?
Yeah.
Like, Ingtar and Loyal are walking around doing all this shit. He's nowhere to be found. All of a sudden, he just is back with them? Where's he been?
Yeah.
Like,
that's
where jarring.
Where did Ingtar and Masema get the Seanchan armor that they're wearing now?
Yeah, that could have been an interesting scene, seeing them freaking jump some Seanchan and plan to get, like, not that that's the scene I wanted for getting the horn back, but it would have been interesting to see them fighting. They take out some Seanchan, they do some subterfuge, they distract something so Loyal can go in and get the bot. Like, no, nothing. They just got it.
Yeah. Yeah. And Forsaken, why did they need the horn? That they have never explained that, and they all they sit there and do is they have the horn and we need to get it to Rand. Why do you need to get it to Rand? If you need to get it to Rand, the understanding that we have in the books would have been like the premise was you got to get it to Rand because he's the Dragon Reborn. Well, they don't know he's the Dragon Reborn. Nobody knows he's the Dragon Reborn except the Aes Sedai that are back in Carhian. So why do you need to get it to Rand all of a sudden?
Okay, guys, are you ready for our first epic fight scene of the 800? of Fall May. Okay, here we go. This is the first one.
I
Okay, this is the first of many. Now remember, this is supposed to invoke gladiator vibes from you. You're supposed to feel like gladiator when you see some of these fight scenes. Okay, go ahead. What were we gonna say?
I laughed so hard when this happened. Oh my!
I got so
goodness.
mad. I had to stop and I had to leave the room for a minute.
Oh,
This is
it was absolutely
unbelievable.
ridiculous, infuriatingly ridiculous. But I laughed so hard.
Unfreaking believable.
Yeah. So the regular soldiers charged right out. I'm assuming they went through the gate. You can't see them, and then all of a sudden, Rand appears from their left, and it's like, wait a minute, would the soldiers have seen him? And then would they not have stopped and wondering why he's in this inner gate? I mean,
Zorba, yeah, he literally blew the horn to take out 30 Seanchan.
yeah.
Well, we're gonna get there here in a minute. Hopefully, I'm trying to power through here a little bit because I know you gotta leave. But this one we gotta talk. This is why I say there's gonna be like a ton of like we're gonna have to talk about this. So there's so much just wrong. It's crazy. How can you watch this scene and unironically like it? How could you watch this and think this is a good payoff? Rand just walks in, like Leander or Lanford just dropped him off and said, "Okay, go about your business." Right?
Yeah.
Why is
Ryan,
why is he even confronting Turak? Why? He has no reason to.
Yeah.
Oh, because you hurt Egwene. Like literally,
Right.
the reason he it's not for the horn, it's not for Matt, it's not for the dagger, it's not because he's the leader, it's because he hurt Egwene.
Yeah.
That's why he's there.
Yeah. No, Ryan, I would agree with you to an extent on this, but then I've watched the choreography that they've done with their fight scenes, and I can't. I don't even think they can do choreography right. It's just unreal.
But I think Ryan's right. That's part of the failure of this show. You have certain characters that need to know how to fight with weapons. So what do? You John Wick it, you freaking Matrix it, you freaking Star Wars it, at least old Star Wars. You take them into a room for 2 weeks. You have them actual sword fight training, bow staff training, all the stuff that you need to do to be a competent sword fighter. So you do
all day long. That's
choreography
their job. All day.
That's all you do.
Yeah. Look at the behind the scenes for like even like Return of the Sith or Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
You know, the behind the scenes on that, those guys, Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, were fighting all day long for weeks.
Yeah. Well, they like the kung fu camp they had to go through for the Matrix. They were there for months learning kung fu. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. Biddy, good to see you. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here, and thanks for the chat. I think a huge flaw for both seasons is they didn't develop the cultures right. For example, what it means to be Two Rivers folk, or what a dark friend really is, what a Taviran really is. Yes, I completely agree with you. They cut Caitlin, Road, and Bo Ingtar. All of that. I mean, they even get like Toe. They don't even get what having like G Toe. I can't pronounce anything. I know they get that
was right
wrong.
That time.
They get it completely wrong. Like she blames herself because her spear sister dies in a fight because she's too busy defending herself. So she thinks that's her fault, and then they beat her up, and everything's okay. That's not how it works.
Karn has it right on there. This is crazy. I mean, we're not there yet, but
how did Mason or anyone see the power made dragon they can't even channel? Ding ding ding. Oh, but this was a special long lost weave where she tied it invertedly, so the fire was
Well, yeah. Well,
I don't know if they manifest fire. Can non-channels see it? If we're being fair. I don't.
I don't know. You should be able to see the results of the weave, but
Yeah,
that's all you should be able to see. So maybe that's I
maybe
guess.
the aftermath. If we're being fair, because I
I,
want to try and be fair where we can be. Like
yeah,
it's.
I do love how the firebolt comes back out of the ship so it can be the head of the dragon.
I I think the bigger problem is there's a giant flaming dragon on a tower that's supposed to be the sky battle, and it's supposed to
Yeah.
be the dragon banner that proclaims him. That is conjured by Moiraine. Moiraine proclaims the dragon, not the dragon. The dragon reborn does not proclaim himself. Moiraine has to proclaim him.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah. Anyway, we gotta get back on this.
Yes. Okay. So here we go. All right. So I'm gonna play it. So Rand confronts Turak because Turak's a bad man. He was mean to Egwene. Daniel Francis. I'm so sorry. You got screwed over. Now he either didn't fight because Rand had no. Oh, and there's the heron that Chris was talking about. I'll move it. The heron's on the blade there for some reason. Who knows why? But there's a heron.
Wait, hold on. No, keep the mouse moving. Keep the behind the stuff on the side up.
What you want me? Oh, you want me this?
So Daniel Francis is High Lord Turak. Aki Kotabi is Turak's voice.
Yes.
What?
That's the guy that speaks for Turak, since Turak's not supposed to talk.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, I thought for a minute I'm like,
the show is melting your brain. It's melting your brain.
I thought they ADR'd Turak the whole season for a second.
Yes. So yeah, I think we're all on the same page. I think they could see the fire. The big problem is the dragon itself is just ridiculous. Where did she learn the Dragon Ball Z fire weave? By the way, must have been in one of the books.
And I got to do this. Ryan, the reason why Rand has the burn is because Rand, like everybody else, grabs the blade itself where the heron has been.
You want me to go to it? We'll skip around a little bit here.
Yeah, we'll come back to 24 minutes.
It's at 24:31. Oh God.
Fuck this show so hard. Oh man.
Okay, so you see here, this is where Rand is holding the blade of his sword to get his Heron Mark.
Yeah, that's where it's dumb, Ryan. No doubt. But we do want to be fair. And I love how it's at the bottom of his palm. Like when I sit there and thought about the show or thought about the books as I'm reading it, I'm thinking it's this big, huge palm-sized Heron Mark in his palm. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and Biddy, I don't even get into the political BS that it could be. That if it is or it isn't, whatever. That's not. I am very much a lore person, and the utter destruction of what they've done to the source material is what I'm concerned about. I don't know what the motivations are, but I tend to go. What you're saying is it's just they're bad at their jobs and they're ignorant and they're stupid. So I'm with you on that. But let's get back to Turak here because I know you got limited time, and I'm either going to end up being by myself or having to beg somebody else to come in here.
And that's fine too. I mean, don't sit there and.
Well, we got plenty to talk about later when you have more time. So, but all right. So here we are. We're back at the desecration of Lord Turak.
Oh man,
desecration indeed.
Also,
so we all had an. Go ahead.
Who in the fuck believes that even if Turak is a blade master, that he would willingly get in a sword fight wearing the bullshit that he's wearing right now?
Yeah.
There's no way.
The nails, dude. The nails, man. But so we all had it. We saw the scene. We all had an inkling that Rand was going to cheat here. I did not think he was just going to kill them all. Did you?
I thought he was going to kill all the guards with that weave. I thought there was going to be something.
I thought there was they were at least gonna cross swords or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Heron Mark blade.
Should have.
That's so. And Trip is right. I don't know if you're still in there. The only reason they put the Heron on the sword here was so he could say that line about we'll have to see what getting a Heron Mark blade means on this side of the world. That's the only reason. It's the only reason. Now he does his interpretive dance.
Like, I love he just flings out his fingernails.
Interpretive dance. They all get in their poses.
And the fingernails flopping all over the place.
All right, here we go. Here we go. They're all in poses. And Rand does magic missiles from World of Warcraft and kills all of them. I mean, look at Turak bleeding from the neck. Oh my god.
This is
I can't
unreal.
believe this is one of the best scenes in the book. This is how is there no sword fight at all?
Dude, Rand is getting his ass kicked in the book.
Yes.
As he should be. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Dude, guys. Shut up and like it, right? Like, you guys are such boo-hoo, bah humbuggers.
Oh man.
It's like that's the thing. You start thinking about the stuff we lost for this crap.
Yes.
When you start just piecing together the things that we did not get for this crap, it just becomes overwhelming.
Yeah. Case in point, in this episode alone, you had 3 different scenes of nincompoops sitting over an arrow in Elaine's leg. You could have cut those scenes and done this fight scene. It didn't even have to be a long sword fight scene. It didn't have to be. You could make it relatively quick, a minute long, and it could have been a good fight scene. But nope. You sit there and you have to have Elaine hurt by an arrow and Nynaeve pushing it through her leg. And so you got to sit there and cut this out.
Why is he spitting strawberry jelly out of his mouth?
Apparently Seanchan have some thick-ass blood. Actually, cut it back to that. Get back to Turak there. A second prior to that. Because...
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I know this player's difficult to deal with.
I hate the player. Yeah, go ahead. So which part? Where he was on his knees bleeding? Like I'm almost lost for words or something.
So firebolts come out. Well, the interpretive dance, yada yada yada.
I'll pause it real quick before we get nuked, but
dinged. Yeah. So it hits him. You don't even really see clearly where it hit him.
Well, he shot it right under his neck of everybody. Like all the neck. He hit the necks of everybody where there's no armor.
At least they got that part right. Because I'm looking. I was looking at Turak. There's a closer look on Turak specifically. Because I was looking for where it actually hit him.
Yeah, hit him in the neck. It did hit him in the neck. He hit everybody in the neck because there's no armor there. But you're right. Why do the interpretive freaking sword dance? Get us all ready for a sword fight and then no sword fight. This is supposed to be like, oh, damn, Rand is crazy strong moment. Right. It's like, no, you just cock-blocked us all.
Yeah.
You wanted the sword fight. Give us the sword fight.
Using the power against non-power users doesn't make this an epic scene.
It makes him an honorless coward. Oh, and then we come to the biggest, another huge huge freaking miss.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all knew it was going to be, like, he was going to say something like to Perrin, and Perrin was going to be the one that absolves him for being a dark friend. Nope. He just goes and gets himself killed. No redemption for Ingtar. Nothing. He just goes and gets his ass kicked.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, we need more Moiraine. You're right, Zax. More Moiraine.
Right.
Oh wait, is that where he jumps in between? Hold on. Hold on. Perrin dies several times in this episode too. By the way,
Oh my
he
goodness.
exposes his back to Seanchan with weapons, and I
Yeah.
gotta say the Chiad's actress is smoking. It really makes it worse when Aviend is next to the two and they look very accurate to what they should look like, and then you have Avienda standing there, and you're like, why didn't you just make one of them Avienda?
Yep. It's like they want to call attention to it.
There you go.
Dude, Massima being a fucking Chad.
By the way,
Perrin all of a sudden has a sword somehow.
Yeah, he picked it. Like, oh, wait, we missed the light and Shanoa part, because he jumps right, like, watch what he does. He jumps off a step. Like, I know we're going to have to do the fight scene breakdown on this part, too. But he jumps right off the step and puts him in the middle of 4 Seanchan instead of actually using the advantage he's talking about. He says, one man can hold 50 soldiers in this hallway, and then he immediately gives up his advantage because he's an idiot. Loyal walking around in his fucking bathrobe. Go take the horn. Go. My sacrifice will not be in vain. I will jump off this box and say the light in Shanoa, and then I'll get my ass kicked. See, shit, I just gave up my advantage by putting myself by getting myself surrounded again.
I'm going to expose my entire body and jump into the middle of 3 soldiers.
Again! Why do you keep surrounding yourself?
Stan says, because he's an actor.
I am an actor. I don't get it. I know. They can't. Man. They can hold. They can hold 50 men, but not. I don't know. I don't know if it's a demonic. It probably would have been okay since they suck. Even though they're trained to be weapons, they can't kill anything.
Yeah.
What we need is to die. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And the IEL chicks are sitting here. One of them is using a bow and arrow in close combat. I love it.
Of course, because Oh, he just palmed. Like, why am I supposed to believe that Perrin can do any sword fighting either?
Yeah.
Like, what makes me think he's a formidable freaking soldier?
Yeah.
Did you see that? He's holding blade too. Did you see that? We can't do this now. But why does everybody hold the blade of a fucking sword? He did it too.
Yep. Yes,
Jesus
he did. Yeah.
Christ! Stop holding the blade.
Yeah. It doesn't even like one of them, like Ingtar, is supposedly using it as a brace to sit there and get some momentum and force back. That's not how.
Is that what's happening?
No. Yeah.
See right there. Right. Look, he's got.
Yep.
What are we doing?
Dr. Danny D, I'm calling it out in my review. I've already got the audio recorded. Yes.
Wait, what?
Ingtar pushes a pile of straw down when he first gets in between those 3 guys. He kills one, turns around, pushes a pile of straw down, and completely incapacitates one of the Seanchan guards.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude,
we'll cover that on our autopsy. It is unreal.
Like, He is literally holding the blade of a sword. Like, and he just slashes him across the armor. Oh, done. Like, all right, let's move on.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Like, thank God armor fucking does anything.
Yep.
What are they doing on the beach here? They're just having a talk.
They're
Great.
they're staring at the tower. Yeah, but
Oh, is that?
that's
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, oh, there's
Yes.
Falme.
She's thinking, oh, this is just right in my range. I'll be able to nuke some boats from here, no problem. I am in
Yeah,
range from 80 miles away. Don't you worry. Oh, it
and
do be Bail
it's
Domon.
amazing how
Bail Domon.
it it is amazing how fast they walk down that beach from where they started, and concerning the time that's elapsed inside Falme right now, they should still be so close to the gate, but nope, the gate's
Can
gone.
we also mention that Lanfear is doing more for the side of the light than anybody? She is now got Rand where he needs to be, right? Made all these plans to try and help him out. Now she is actively trying to get rid of the rest of the Forsaken by putting them in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how Perrin's a serial killer too.
Yeah.
He realizes axes are bad and picks up a shield after he does 2 murders. He murders his wife and then he murders the fucking captain of the guard who is trying to save a city because he killed his dog that was attacking one of his soldiers.
Yeah.
Like, this show wants you to be on Perrin's side for that. They don't understand that we're not. Let me get there. Let's just freaking go there. I guess we get the stupid straw where he comes in and goes, "Oh, I broke the seals. That's what I'm doing. I broke all the seals because I don't trust Lanfear. But all the Forsaken fucked off and left me here to die. Great. I'm so glad you let him out. Good job, Ishi. You piece of fucking shit. Oh wait, we can't skip over this. I'm sorry. I'm glad we at least got here. Okay, you want to see the crafting of the worst weapon ever made? Here we go. There's a shadow dagger sitting here. Okay, this is literally the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'm listening.
Anybody that's defending this nonsense, shame on you. Shame on you. So this is his solution. He doesn't want to pick up the dagger because it's still evil and he's still got a hold on him. So he grabs the post of a bed. It looks like it's an extra post on the bed too because there's a small post and there's a big post. Does anybody understand what carpenter made this bed? Because why do you have so many goddamn posts on it? Okay, he rips the post off the bed. Not the big post, but the second post, because we can't damage the bed and have it fall over. Ishamael's got to rail Lanfear in it soon, or somebody's got to get busy. So now he takes the fucking bedpost that has a little slit on it. It's more broken on the tip where he takes the dagger after he puts some cloth on it, and he knocks it over. Oh my God, he's being so tricky. So now he's knocked to the floor. Look at he's notched out. So do you realize how weak this part of this staff is where he's about to put the dagger? He's now attaching the dagger to the weakest part of the staff. He didn't even cut a notch out to stick it in and then tie it. He's now that's it. Okay? It's not even a notch he's stuck between 2 pieces of wood. It's just half of it's gone. Now we get to see him play tiddlywinks with a fucking little piece of leather. He wraps the knife around it while going, ooh, if I touch it, I'm going to get evil again. Ooh, I don't want to touch it. I'm going to be evil again. And then he goes, oh, I'm not even going to look at it. I'm going to tie it. Oh, now I have a spear. What in God's... Who thought this was good? Who in the writer's room was like, yeah, let's do that? It would have been better off if he just took the freaking post. he uses 2 pieces of string and a piece of cloth. I think it's 1 piece of cloth and 2 pieces of like leather string. Not very. I mean, she wants it, so she's, they just let themselves get tied up, I guess, right? Yes, Biddy, correct. And I think this is probably why Padan Fain is probably one of the worst off in this show, because they do nothing with him. They absolutely rob him of all of his great scenes. Everything that made Padan Fain great as a villain never sees the light of day in this show. They destroy him. He just gives it to him to do this with it. And the amount of shit that is now broken from the Shadow Rising for him is freaking we knew it last episode when we saw the hanging mat in the mirror. This just cements it. There is no reunion, however you want to frickin'. Matt's whole storyline for the Shadow Rising has been eliminated. Everybody that's seen this is like, there is no way that thing holds. You know why? Because there's no way this thing holds. It's ridiculous. Look at it. Look at this thing. It's ridiculous. Look at this big blob of shit on the end of a freaking staff. Like, why do we... Why? Nobody from the staff of the show could pick that thing up and go out and try and hit something with that and go, oh, wow, this is really ridiculous. That's not going to work.
And yet when you think how Roydian's gone, what that sets up for him in the future of the books, the meat of his character development is Shadow Rising.
Yes. And
killed it.
And I don't like the... It would depend how they got there if they actually made him craft it. The problem is the crafting should be left to Perrin.
Yeah.
Perrin should be crafting whatever he's crafting. He's the crafter. This is the guy that just... He's lucky, and he ends up with all this shit because he's too, if they had him crafted in some fashion, it would have to be really earned, because this is not it.
Well, so if we want to talk about his talent with luck, I guess you can sit there and say that he's lucky this thing held together during the battle.
Thanks, Stan. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I don't like... By their accounting, Matt, just get a glove.
Yeah.
Just get a glove. You're not touching it. You can still hold the dagger. If you can touch it with cloth and shit, just get a glove and use it as a dagger. I still think that's stupid, but that's their rule. Like, this is corrupting him right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just by proximity. Otherwise, by proximity, he's sitting there having this visceral reaction to the dagger being in front of him. So carrying it about,
And then he melts the door with it.
Oh, the other thing too. I'm jumping to the horn here.
Yeah.
But
here, let me see if I can find it.
But they Zach says just put a condom on the dagger. but one of the things they haven't covered with the horn, besides everything, is how it is bound to him now. So now they're going to totally do away with that thought.
Yeah, I liked how he just slices through the box with his MacGuffin dagger.
The dagger now is the ultimate weapon. I mean, honestly, right here.
Yeah, it's not evil anymore. It's just a, it kills everything because it's dagger. So now So why aren't we going to Shadow
except for
Logoth and
Rand.
getting weapons? Can we go back to Shadow Logoth and get some stuff and tie it to shafts? We're going to be in really good shape if we just go get more shit and tie it to long sticks.
Yep.
Let's do it. I mean, this is pretty useful. I think we need to go back to that tainted city. And then we get this reveal. You're right, Mule. You're right. Dude, it was hold on. It was Pips. Hold on. It brought up exactly what it is. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Shout out to Pips. Oh my god.
Alan Bird says it's a hungry dagger. It was just hungry.
Hungry. All right, here we go. Okay, shout out to Pips from the White Cloaks here. We're going to bring it back up in a second. This is what Pips said it looks like, and I tend to agree with him. Stay with me here. Stay, look at that. Burn that image into your eyes. Okay? Burn it into your eyes. Okay?
I'd
Burn it
rather
in there. Take a look.
Yep.
Why is Rachel Ray getting a shout out in the Wheel of Time show for her fucking vinegar holder / pourer? Oh, but then then we're back to Nynaeve being terrible, forgetting what healing is, not knowing how to deal with an arrow and pushing fleshing through a wound and causing irreparable damage. Elaine will never walk the same again. She'll walk forever with a limp now. Because Nynaeve, like...
Can we sit there and come to an understanding? Pushing the fletching through a wound, she has made the wound hole freaking huge.
Huge. She's cut she probably cut the artery in the leg doing it. Like, I mean, just the damage she has caused by doing that. All right, here we go. I haven't read this yet. This is from Mule. The dagger of Shadow Logoth corrupts and destroys Seanchan instantly upon contact. 100% ineffective against Ogier, mildly effective against half Aiel. Has immense pull on Matt Cawthon to use and wield. Has no pull whatsoever on Padan Fain, so he can willingly give it away. Can be attached to furniture pieces for additional reach. Melts metal on contact. Why are we not going back to Shadow Logoth to get more of these? Like,
and
why
it
are
cannot kill it cannot kill the dragon reborn.
Well, right. Mildly effective against half Aiel, right? There you go.
Oh, okay, right,
yeah. Got it. Noted. Yep. Why are we not all on our fucking horses or traveling our way to Shadow Logoth to get more of these weapons? Now, unironically, what if that happens in season 3? They're like, that's pretty handy. Let's go get some more. Oh wait, you want to see Perrin's? I know you got to get out of here a minute. You want to see Perrin's murder? All right, here we go. So Emin Valda, who everybody forgot about, is here with some weird shoulder pin.
Dude, that is weird looking. I didn't notice that.
It's a questioner's shoulder pin because the law is blind. Blinded by the lights. Oh, sorry, my bad. Shit.
This show sucks so bad.
So Padan Fain is sitting there with. Hold on, but look at this. Hold on. Let's. Oh, so God, I want to get the close up here because Perrin is dead again. All right, is this? No, that's after Jeffrem kills him. Okay, this is perfect. So, oh God, it played without me wanting it to. Damn you! Okay, there it is. Don't play. So, dagger, hand. His hand is under the dagger.
Yep.
But not cutting his hand off, not cutting his neck off, not
Right.
doing anything. Perrin has no control over anything with this grip.
Yep.
In fact, he should lose a hand and die.
Oh, if only.
And he's just sitting there. Cut him! Kill him! And then we get the bull. And then don't get this twisted. This is now him making fun of everybody that wants him to see his axe.
Yeah.
The axe is just out of reach and he can't get it. Ooh, you want Perrin to have an axe? Fuck you. He's never going to have an axe.
Right. Well, and physically, Valda, even with his one arm in a sling.
That's not Valda.
No.
Look at no. Look at.
Oh, holy shit! It isn't. Oh my gosh. That's a stunt man.
Why did they had us thinking it's a fucking
Oh my
dog.
goodness, dude! Oh man, I've got a short now. I'm gonna do a short. Like,
oh my
this
God.
right here, and it's the Spaceballs guys. You idiots! You've captured their stunt doubles.
Valda's alter ego is getting beat up by a corgi.
Oh my goodness!
Can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Oh my God.
Tell me you suck at editing without telling me you suck at editing.
Holy shit. Then don't include the dog. Get a different actor. You know he's gonna have to. Like, if that's true, why did he get the role when you're gonna have like? I hope that's just you being funny. Because if he's really like afraid of dogs and that's why he didn't do the scene, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Which would explain why he looked at parents like, "What are you?"
Why did they make a mold of George Washington's face for the pauldron?
Oh my goodness! So
Holy
but
shit,
back to Valda over Perrin.
Oh, okay. Should I go back to it? I can't.
You don't have to. Don't. It's he's on top of Perrin, putting his weight on the dagger, and you're telling me that Perrin's holding him off by the blade with one hand while reaching for his axe.
But it's even worse than that. It's like the back of his wrist, the blade's over him.
Right.
He's holding it. It's like.
But even if, I mean, and I'm talking, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt. So you're going to tell me that Perrin, who the show has demonstrated, not obviously, but has demonstrated just with actions and everything, Perrin is right-handed. So with his left arm, he's going to hold off the weight of another man on a blade while reaching for an axe. Perrin's dead, folks.
Again, there's several times he died. We're going to get into that too. There's several times he dies. All right, so not Valda fights the dog.
With an obvious dog.
Wait, he was back for that. Oh, I saw the gray hair. He was back for that one. And then Uber Chad. Ooh, look at that face. Hello, beautiful. Let's get that one. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ. So he gets really mad because he killed his dog. Oh shit, that's another good one. Shit, back to back. Parent. Oh, I lost it. At least I know where to look. So Jeffram does the absolute right thing. He kills the annoying dog that is keeping his soldier out of the fight. Now, why does Valda just not kill Perrin right here and move on? I don't know. Because we need Jeffram dead. That's why. because here we go. So Jeffrem goes back to work, saving the city. Valda says, "Fuck you, Perrin. I'm out of here. I'm a pussy." Hopper's bleeding out. Then we see some dumb scene of Hopper hopping through the roof, where we're supposed to feel sad, but really we're just like, you should have stayed out in the desert and gone back to Elias and your pack, because Perrin has done nothing for you except take you to a desert and let you die. And like, why do I feel like this? This is so badly done. I don't feel bad. Hopper's going to a better place.
Well, but
now,
here's the thing.
Now his eyeballs are yellow.
Yeah, but you've destroyed Hopper too, because Hopper has abandoned his pack.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, no young bull. We don't get a young bull anywhere. Nothing. We watch him slowly die, and then Perrin gets really mad. We were so damn close to getting Perrin werewolf, and we didn't get it. It was like I got blue balls, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I was ready for it. They just didn't do it. They didn't commit. We get stupid. Oh God, more plot vision. Can we get over the plot vision, please? All right. Then he gets up without an axe, guys. He gets up without an axe. Did you see that? So yeah. No axe. Runs out with no axe. Comes out of the hallway. Where Jeffrem's still going to work. He now does have an axe that's magically appeared in his hand. We'll just say creative editing. And here we go. Are you ready for the second murder of Perrin's reign of terror?
Yep.
He doesn't even fight him.
He loves axing people in the gut. That's his signature move.
Doesn't even fight him. He walks up behind him while he's fighting somebody, after he's just dispatched with somebody else, and he murders him for killing a dog.
Okay, and nitpick here. In the split second right before that, he axes Bornhold in the upper chest. It looked like, and now it's in the gut.
Oh, did they fuck it?
I think so. I could be wrong, but it just looked like that in the split second.
Wait, he did pick up the axe. No, he did pick it up. I was wrong. He did pick it up.
Wow.
So he did pick it up. He did pick it up. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So he's going to work. Bam. Kills the dude. Perrin comes out. Yeah, that sure looks like it's up at the sunburst. Yeah, they brought it way down. Yeah, I mean but still, I mean continuity, please. But yeah, it's not the
it is a nitpick, but it's fine.
Now we get Jesus.
Here we go, folks. It's time.
Why are they here, by the way? Hey, Bob Seanchan, take your regiment to the bridge where nothing's happening. Sir, shouldn't we get... No. Go to the bridge where nothing is happening. Take your 50 men to the bridge of nothing.
Right.
Okay, sir, I don't quite understand it. Why are all of our 80 Damane on a ship out in the ocean, too? Don't ask questions.
And
get on the bridge.
By the way... So when the White Cloaks first come into Falme, and they focus on Bornhold, Bornhold then turns to his men and says, "To the tower." Why?
Yeah. Why? Well, we missed.
Why is there a sudden focus on the tower?
We missed the sniper trebuchet shot too. By the way,
man.
We'll get that next time when we got a little more. And one of the other discussions about this fucking crap. But yeah, the sniper trebuchet, I forgot we missed that part. We skipped by it.
Sniper trebuchet that when they pan out and look at it from the ocean, looks like it got hit from the ocean side, even though it was hit from the direct opposite side.
I don't. I think it's the rampart. I don't know whether it's a bridge. It looks a little bit wide to be a rampart, but whatever. Rampart bridge. There's still no reason for there to be 50 Seanchan sitting there in a row, blocking nothing. There's nobody up there. I mean, there's a few. As far as they know, there's 4 Damane up there defending the town by shooting fireballs down. Who should be more than capable of taking care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. So he stops. He decides he wants a big gulp of EVOO because, you gotta get that energy from that olive oil, that Rachel Ray good taste olive oil. He's like, man, I don't really know if I want this much olive oil. And he's like, well, you know what? I haven't got to change shirts yet, so maybe I better do it. And he takes a big old gulp of EVOO.
Mm.
Rachel Ray will now be selling gold EVOO funnels, guys.
The conch shell of Valir.
It looks so bad.
The
really horn of it looks. They fuck. Like, what is wrong with the props department in this show?
What is the purpose of a horn?
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, a purpose of the horn is to declare, right? And so there's a design for the horn to project. It has a bell that splays out, and it has a direction. And you're going to tell me that this thing with rounded fish gills is going to project a sound that has so many gills in there, there's no way for a sound to come out and project like that.
What's up? We good? Hi.
Huh?
What's up?
I just wanted to ask if tomorrow I could go hang out at the library with a friend.
Yeah, we'll get it done. Sorry for the interruptions. My kids are annoying. No, I'm kidding. It's like, so I guess some people are telling me why no archers? Great question. Why have actual useful stuff when you're defending a city?
Because I guess sense doesn't make sense.
I mean, the one archer in town managed to hit Elaine in the leg.
Dude,
apparently,
I love. I
still crying over this arrow.
Yep, and Elaine looks like she's smiling. I smile at your sadness. I also love the fact that they had just for this minute scene to have Zack Snyder come and direct the slow-mo.
Yeah. Where's the yodeling? I can't believe her whole arc on this was crying at arrow and leg. That was just that's what she did in this episode.
She really was amazingly useless. I mean, and
I think who was in the chat?
What's that?
Chris, here we go. This one's for you, Chris. Sorry, go ahead and finish your thought about how useless Nynaeve is.
Yeah, it's amazing how they've propped her up to be this amazing thing, and this and her whole season culminates in freaking nothing. Her getting the collar, her being able to sit there and get up to Egwene to save her. They've completely taken everything away from Nincompoop. Hawkening. Oh my gosh.
It's just like it's not important, but it's so bad. I mean, it's so bad. All right, so let's break it down here. We have, let's see. All right, stop with the freaking goddamn fan. How much slow-mo do we need? Where is the dragon banner? We have nothing to follow. Horn sounder, why is the dragon not here? Why are we fighting 5 Seanchan? Why have you beckoned us? What the hell? Why does your robe smell so bad? I am one of you. No, you're not. Get the fuck out of here.
Does anybody have a problem with the fact that, first of all, that Uno's a hero of the horn?
Yes.
Second of all, does anybody have a problem with that he has a more prominent position in the Heroes of the Horn than Brigitte?
She didn't.
Because that's her right there.
Yeah, no, that's her. I don't even think she has a silver bow. There is of course Aquaman.
Aquaman.
With I don't know, was that one of the Kyoshi warriors? And not Boromir or not Steppen. This is not Steppen.
Who in the hell are all these people? If Steppen was a hero of the horn, I would have laughed my ass off.
He literally turned around and said the heroes of the horn. Doesn't think about the implications that he just blew the horn of Valyr.
Yep. Or
says, says some bullshit. I am one of you. No, you're not. Fuck off. Like this is just Cleopatra. Shatterhorn coming in hot with Cleopatra. This was so just contrived nonsense. It's like you really have no Poseidon. Yeah, it could be Poseidon instead of Aquaman. You're right. Why are there so many archers that are heroes of the horn? I thought Brigitte was the only one that was a prominent archer.
I bet you that is a nod that is the one Brigitte always gets thrown out in the pattern with. All the
Gadel?
time. Gadel. That's probably
have two swords. People were saying that they made Uno.
Oh yeah, but why does that matter?
Hey, so what is with this guy? I can't bring it up but look at this guy over here in the corner behind Uno's name. What is with his what is happening down there? Look at that guy's helmet. It's like he's got freaking
man.
Why does Arthur Hawkwing look so stupid? That's actually a good actor too from The Last Kingdom, by the way.
Man.
I'm surprised they didn't give him freaking. Who's Jane Farstrider? Wait a second. Are you kidding me? It's not in there.
Oh,
Jane's alive. Why would he be here? Back to hold on. Now that Matt is now killing people left and right, we don't have time to look at it right now. We'll look at it when we do the fight scene autopsy. I just it's shocking. It's just shocking. He just runs into him and stabs him. It's like, there goes the knife. Like, there's no way that holds. I can't. Oh my god. Then we get to Dane. Sweep the leg of 18 people. It's going to be ridiculous. This is and then for some reason, Uno just says yeets himself off the rampart.
Yeah.
because Perrin is busy butchering Jeff from Bornhold. It wasn't enough to kill him. He is now just butchering his ass. This is our hero. That's one of our heroes. That's one of our heroines right there. Just murdering a guy.
Yep.
Back to the stupid fight on the bridge. Back to Nynaeve being completely useless. Still crying about this arrow over Elaine's leg. Crazy. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it's amazing that mascara. It holds though. It doesn't run with her doing all that crying. That's amazing stuff.
I skipped right by the part where he frickin' spears him with the sword or with the axe. There we go.
Oh.
We'll end on that.
Men's vision is completely 100% wrong. 100%.
So why does Min care to get her visions back or erased?
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
dude, I know you got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out.
Oh man,
Oh,
I have fun with doing this with you. I mean, this is amazing.
we got lots
Amazing
more to
crap.
talk about too, man.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll get our stuff together, folks, and we'll keep an eye out for some fight out topics with profit
Yeah.
here because we're gonna go through them. I mean, I'm not a fight expert at all.
No, we're just gonna
And
do it from a layman's thing, but it's just how
yeah,
ridiculous it is.
it is so bad.
It's
You know,
bad.
they choreograph these things to not just intentionally miss people, but miss people by so large a margin that it's that you have to abandon all reason and reality to
That
make
was
it
his
good.
bedpost spear, Dempsey. He crafted it out of a knife and a bedpost.
Yep.
It burns things.
Yep. It's a big mean stick.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
man.
All right, get out of here, man. I know you gotta go.
Yep.
I know you're already late, so
Yep.
thanks.
Yeah,
We'll
take
talk
care,
soon.
man.
We'll do more. It's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
chat, you guys were awesome. Just awesome stuff. So we'll see you on future streams, and yeah, we'll definitely be doing stuff. I'm breaking this episode down into 3 reviews on my channel.
Yeah, it's gonna take it.
God
I'm gonna have
help us all.
I'm gonna have a nice big ass rant probably because this is just beyond. So,
Yeah.
all
All
right,
right,
dude.
man. Well,
We'll see you
take
later.
care.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Ah.
Bye.
So yeah, oh god, like I don't. So Min's power is completely useless at this point. She's not right. She's wrong. She's supposed to never be wrong. Yet the first instance of her power being mimicked is absolutely incorrect. So why do we have any care what she's seen at all? And Jesus, I'm so sorry, Rand. I'm an idiot. It's so just like I can't even. How are people just sucking this up? And then we go from that murder to Egwene, of course, has to save Rand with her MacGuffin shield. Where did she learn to do this shield, guys and girls? She's now used it like 4 times. Where did she learn it? She didn't learn at the White Tower. How is Egwene standing up to one of the strongest channelers in history? Exactly. It's not the dagger that hurts Rand. It's that he smells bad. You could be onto something there. It's just and I hate that. I fucking hate the way that everybody channels and Moraine's got to do some bullshit interpretive dance every time. Egwene does this. Ooh, and she can channel whatever. It's so bad. She can't even filter water. You're right. She can't even filter water. Ugh. Then we get to we have to have a fight scene on a beach with land. So now we're doing interpretive dancing again. Because, screw plot, screw freaking stuff that matters. We need to get a shot of Rosamund Pike with a bunch of orange strings around her. That's all this is we want because is it just me or does this look like a more high quality shot than the rest of the show? Like they used a better grade camera on this shot. It could be just me, but this shot looks a lot more crisp than the rest of the show. Is it just me? that thinks that this was done intentionally. Ishamael would have decimated her. All he does is just keep shooting little ass fireballs at her shield. She could have got lightning. He could have destroyed the tower. He could have made a fireball that went around her shield. He could have signaled to Seanchan to fucking blow Rand up. There's a million things he could have done. He could have traveled out of there. He could have traveled behind her. He could have threw a boulder on her. There's a million things he could have done, and he just sits there and he throws fireballs at his shield like he's never channeled anything ever. This is the right. Am I wrong? Does it look like it's a better camera they're using, or is it just, or is it the you think it's the lighting? Yeah, but she does. Can you picture Book Moiraine? I'm sorry. Can you picture Book Moiraine doing that every time she channels around? Could you imagine when there is a pack of dark hounds coming after them? Her doing this shit to channel Balefire to kill a dark hound. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine her doing all this shit to kill freaking Agenor? It's so dumb. She's doing her little dance off thing. Oh, it's just apparently she's getting the heat from the. Where's she getting the fire from? The sand? Like, why did you even introduce that? Because it's stupid. Every time that they channel, we have to think, where are they getting the heat from? Where are they getting the fire from? They have to borrow it from something because we're in freaking The Witcher and we're borrowing chaos, so life has. Fuck off. It's like, you'd be better off not explaining it. Then we get a horrible fight. Here we go. Land's gonna catch 8 fucking arrows. And the jump cuts are so crazy. What is she doing? God, you know what? The cruise missile scene must take a lot out of you. Is that what it is? Because she's summoning cruise missiles. Why didn't the archer shoot her? Why can Land catch an arrow? Why are arrows useless? Why do we only shoot one? Why aren't we shooting the unprotected Aes Sedai that is obviously doing something on the beach? Since she's doing all of this, she's obviously doing something. Maybe the archer should shoot the undefended Aes Sedai. No, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Did he just hit him in the back of the head? Oh, he stabbed him in the neck with the arrow. Great. He's dead right there. Oh, that was it. That was it. We're going to do it in the autopsy. But he's dead. Oh, fuck the birds. Jesus Christ. This is... You're right. I think it was Stan that said it. This is the shot of the show for them. They were creaming their pants. Instead of getting a Turak fight, this is what they were creaming their pants to get on scene. This fucking scene where she does some bullshit dance and fucking fires torpedoes and murders a bunch of people, even though she shouldn't be able to because of the 3 freaking oaths. We don't think about that stuff. We talk about it in the show, but we ignore it. Where are these Seanchan coming from? Why are they here? Why are they just attacking Land one at a time? I mean, why? it's like, oh, it's just, oh God, man. Like, where's the shot where he dies? It's coming up here soon. I want to get it because, oh, he cut his arm, so he's dead. He managed to get do you see what they're just splashing blood everywhere? That is the worst kick I've ever seen. Now she's really getting into her interpretive dance now. Oh boy. She was getting really low. We get the archer that sucks and tries to shoot Land's hand instead of, anything else. Stabs him in the neck. Here it comes, I think. Alright. We see this guy right here in the bottom right corner, right? Like, me and Nathan are going to get more in-depth with this. You see this guy, right? You see this guy, right? He's got his arm. Right? I'll have a better player when we do the fight scene, the breakdown. We're going to try and go slow here. Where did he go? It's magic. Did he, what? Why is nobody killing Moiraine? Great question. Like, the archer that's still up there on the hill, he shot one arrow. How long does it take to knock another arrow and shoot the Aes Sedai doing the interpretive dance? This guy is standing here about to swing down. You see him, right? I see him. I'm not seeing, right? Oh, that's true, Stan. They only have one arrow in the quiver. I forgot. My bad. Alright, so here, watch. So, Bland is literally dead. Now we've gone from swiping down over here to his back to downward thrust. With his sword, is his sword in the wrong hand? His sword's in the wrong hand too. Like, what is with these cuts? Why, 1, 2, 3. Why is this guy not going right to her? Like, all he's got to do is go boom. He disappeared. Yes, they disappeared. They cut. It's the Last Jedi all over again. They just removed the guy. They just jump cut to some other bullshit scene. This guy, why is he not going right for her? Whether he can see the weaves or not, she's obviously doing something. No, we're going to twirl our stick. Here's another guy. And then when we cut back to them, I'm pretty sure they're all dead. Now we have Ishamael doing jack shit. Because Egwene's got the power of shield. But we managed to get to the top of the tower so Elaine could meet Rand. Oh boy. I thought Rand was goo-goo over Egwene. Now he's goo-goo over Elaine. Oh, he's goo-goo over everybody. We're going to have another throuple. Can't you... Elena, there is no way on God's green earth she could stand up to Ishamael's power. Not even close. She is a half-trained novice of the White Tower. She learned nothing. She learned nothing as a demone, which is completely not how the book goes. She raises 15, like a bunch of power levels because of all the things she learns, weapon-wise. She learns nothing. And even if she went up power levels, Ishi would still be stronger than her, smarter than her, and have more weaves at his disposal because he's from the Age of Legends. It is preposterous to think that she can sit there with a shield and defend against him. Where the fuck is Lanfear? Because this is important. Now Elaine, who shouldn't be able to heal shit, who isn't very good at healing, heals Rand's leg, because of course. And Moiraine releases the cruise missiles. And here you go. So we now have all of our army on the boats, because reasons. And Lady Suroth is on this boat, and she's dead. She should be dead, but of course she'll survive. She'll be treading water. Egwene went to Ray's school of, yes. Furrow your brow and stare real hard, that'll work. Exactly right. Apparently. Balefire isn't a thing in this world. I mean, if he wants the world to stop, I think maybe he should be flinging balefire around everywhere, right? So she kills all the ships. She's still doing interpretive dance work. Oh, this is Jesus. I skipped a whole bunch. We already saw a little bit of this. So she blows up the boats. So all of a sudden, the shields that they're casting on Rand from 18 miles away in the ocean, because distance doesn't matter anymore with channeling. You can just do whatever. If you dream it, you can do it, guys. If you can dream it, you can do it. If you want to shield somebody all the way across the world, all you got to do is try real hard and think you can do it and have a positive emotion, and you can do it. If you can dream it, you can do it, guys. We can shield from 8 miles away. Oh, here's the cruise missiles. We didn't get a good shot of it. We get the fire under the water cruise missiles. Why did they go underwater? I don't know. What weave is this? I don't know. Where did you learn this? I don't know. I just know how to do it. Because how much power would this take? She just destroys like 30 ships. They sense it coming and do nothing. I don't know why Suroth can sense it, but none of the Damani sense this weave and try and block it. They just die. Let the boats get destroyed. Do you see why this is all nonsense, guys? This is, again, supposed to be a cool, holy shit moment. It's not. It's ridiculous. Moiraine has no business doing this shit. She shouldn't even be able to do this shit. She just broke one of the 3 oaths. There's no way she feels threatened by these ships. She used the 1 power as a weapon and murdered a bunch of people again. Her kill count is through the fucking roof. So now the shield, the shield of freaking water goes off of him. Oh god. And she's still, of course, holding strong because Perrin, with his MacGuffin shield from Uno, which I guarantee you Perrin's going to carry that shield around for the rest of the series. He's not going to have an axe. He's not going to have a hammer. He's going to walk around with his fucking stupid shield. Yeah, she did say she was willing to kill thousands of people. She definitely killed thousands of people. She murdered them all. You're right. She shouldn't be able to. That's the point. I know you know that, but... And then, all of a sudden, Rand can channel again, and Ishi's just like, ah, fuck, I give up. He just lets it... And guys, this is your fight in the sky. This is what they did. He just walks up and stabs him. And he lets him do it. He just, like... He doesn't need... Look at this shield. I'm telling you, Perrin is going to have... He's going to walk around everywhere with this shield next season. Like, look at... He's like, why won't the fireballs work? Why aren't the fireballs work? I'm from the Age of Legends. I can only shoot fireballs. I can't use lightning or anything creative. I can't make the ground crumble beneath them or do anything special. You have sent me an appropriate... Oh, here you go. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at this real quick. What do we got here? All right. Ishamael, hero, saves the little girl from the Trolloc, works hard to get his friends out of prison, sells Subarus well below MSRP. He does indeed. Sets up Matt with a 5-star room at the Falme Holiday Inn. Tempts Matt to join his side by peacefully asking him. Tempts Rand to join his side by peacefully asking him. Moiraine, the villain, threatens to throw her own family members out on the street. Murders Master Hightower. Murders horses. Murders dozens of Seanchan. Murders dozens of Seanchan slaves. Fakes a dragon prophecy to prop up her false dragon. There's probably a lot more you could add to this list, too. Moiraine is a piece of crap. She is evil. She is the worst character in the show. She is the most evil character in the show. Why would you trust her at all? He didn't want to die. And what, like... And then, like, you get this thing. It's beautiful. I see nothing. Why does he see nothing? The motivation for him in this is to break the wheel. Guess what? He just failed. He's got to be reborn again. He broke nothing. Why is he happy that he died? It's like he's happy he died. It's like he got released. They're trying to make you think he got what he wanted. That he's that's an end. That he's burnt him out of the wheel or some shit. No, he just killed you, which means you get to go. You're gonna start the cycle over again at the very best. So why is Ishamael happy? It doesn't make any sense. Am I wrong? He's going to be reborn as a woman. I'm telling you, Moiraine is going to be a female. And it's going to be him. He is going to be reborn. He's going to take Arengar and Arengar's story from Agnor. Or is it Botham? I always get that mixed up. Ishamael will come back resurrected as a female named Moiraine. We'll see. We'll see, Elena. We'll see. I bet you it happens. I bet you it happens. No, they won't understand Morndon and they won't explain it. They'll expect you to realize it, just like they didn't explain any of the Horn of Valyr shit, but they expect you to explain it all. Matt yells "Doviande se Tobias" again awkwardly. Nobody, if you don't know the books, you have no idea what he's shouting. Morndon will seduce Rand, and Lanfear will get really mad because she'll be a good guy at that point. And then we're supposed to be sad that Morndon kills Lanfear or some bullshit. Like, why not? Like, I make this shit up and I'm right half the time. It's sad. And then, see, she's still murdering Seanchan, guys. That's why I keep using this shot. She is still... Look at this Look how far away she is. Oh, and no... I was right, too. I was right. I forgot. You come back, and all the Seanchan are dead. They're just dead. Chris F. for $1.99. Moiraine, spell it right. Moiraine? Or is it Moiraine? Yeah, Moiraine. Sorry. Moiraine. Spell it right. My bad, Chris. Thank you. She is still... Like, look how far... She's got to be 5 miles away. Look at this. Look at this. That ball of fire is as large as a boat. She has destroyed 30 ships from at least 5 miles away, maybe more. What are the rules to channeling? There are none anymore. You need her to do this shit, and then she creates a fucking fire dragon. Rand needs her to fulfill the prophet. Like, why do we pretend we give a shit about prophecy? Why is Lan bending down on the ground like a fucking idiot? What are we accomplishing here? She does exactly what Lanfear says to do. He's doing his move, what? Being an asshole? What is he doing exactly? What is he doing? It's not even about Lan going through 12 swordsmen. I don't even have a big fucking problem with that. He is one of the best swordsmen on the planet, okay? The problem I have was the fight scene, and then he got surrounded. He let himself get surrounded. Once you're surrounded, you're screwed. And the show doesn't understand that if you're one person surrounded by many with weapons, you lose that fight. It doesn't matter how good you are. Stop letting them get surrounded. And then the whole point is supposed to be him protecting Moiraine so she can do her MacGuffin fireball thing. And she's totally exposed and should have died like 4 times. But the freaking Seanchan just ignored her for some reason because the plot needs her to. Sholan couldn't beat 2 guys. Sholan sucks. Sholan is dead. We already showed twice how he's dead because they had to remove people from the scene. And then Rand needs Moiraine to proclaim him. The Dragon Reborn does not proclaim himself. They can't just give him a what like it would have been good, but fucking have the fucking dragon banner fucking be buried under a goddamn pillar on the tower. That's stupid, but still, just give him a banner to unfurl in the wind and stand at the top. No, we have to have some... Where did she learn the fire dragon weave, guys? Did she go to the Fire Nation and practice with Zuko? And fucking Ira and the Fire Lord? Was she shacked up with Firelord Ozai to learn the firebending weave? And then they cheer him. And we're six heads of the dragon now. We're so awesome. Look at them. Look at all this. Look at all the Falmayans. I can't tell where they're from because they all look different, but apparently they're all Falmayans. Thank God. Oh, we're so glad that the dragon's been reborn. He could fucking kill us all, but thank God. Yay, the dragons are born. The end of the world's coming. Yay! The end of the world. Woohoo! I wonder if he's going to kill us or the Dark One's going to kill us. Which one's it going to be? I'm so excited. Whee! Yeah, he doesn't even look like... He looks like... Oh, what am I supposed to do now? I sort of did... They're kissing and hugging. Why? Because the Seanchan are gone? And then freaking stupid Avienda, Karakard! And then the freaking heroes disappear. They don't even talk to the Dragon Reborn. The heroes of the Horde don't even talk to him. They don't even see him. They don't even recognize him. They don't even acknowledge him. They don't do shit. This is your fucking end scene. Your fire in the sky scene. That is, look, literally. You couldn't figure it out. You just built a tower. Say that's the sky. Don't give him a banner. A banner's now a stupid fire dragon that she has no business conjuring. Why didn't Ishi make a fire dragon to kill Egwene and all of them? If Moiraine can make a fire dragon, I'm pretty sure Ishamael could do it too. Oh, is this going to all be part of his plan? Oh, I wanted you to kill me because I will come back stronger. Yeah, oh yeah, on his, yeah, because he immediately went back to his knees again. You're right. Thank you, Elena. Yeah, why would they think what has happened here that makes him any more better than Logain? Because somebody, like, you know what I would take that as personally? Somebody trying to trick me. I would take what just happened here as Aes Sedai propaganda, propping up a false dragon. They faked prophecy by making a fire dragon in the sky for a guy that they want us to believe is the Dragon Reborn. I don't believe that guy's the Dragon Reborn because he's an Aes Sedai puppet. That's what I believe. Wouldn't that be better for the world? That means the last battle's not here. This is just the Aes Sedai trying to put another control on us.
Are you having lag spikes also?
A little bit, yeah. I don't know, Jay. I don't know why they hate the books, but they surely do. They don't know what being dragon is, Stan. I really don't think they have no idea. They just think it's a thing. They have no idea what it means to be the Dragon Reborn. What he needs to do, the things he needs to overcome. Why they They have no idea what the purpose of the 5 people standing behind him are. They are not. Look, this might piss off some people. The 5 people standing behind Rand are not as important as Rand. They are important to him. They are tools that he needs to win. And he uses them effectively. That's it. Rand is what's important. The others are important in their own ways, but for him, because he needs them. The pattern realizes this and gave him tools he could use. That's it. Now, they're very cool tools in most cases. They're very awesome. They're great in their own rights. Don't just look. And I've been trying to tell people this: erase Tyr from your brain, erase Kalendor from your brain. Flicker. Everybody kept saying all season, oh, maybe they're gonna do Flicker. They don't know what Flicker is. They don't care. They didn't do it. They never intended on it. They never did Kalendor because they don't like Kalendor. It's a man object. I don't know if that's the case or not, but maybe it is. I don't know what else to think. Why wouldn't you take the opportunity to make a cool-looking giant crystal sword that then you could maybe merchandise and sell as necklaces, pendants, mini swords, Kalendor letter openers, why wouldn't you make a dragon banner that he holds that I could buy and post on my wall because it's a cool looking dragon banner? It's astounding to me that they just don't think about any of this shit. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tired. I've been up for a while, so we're probably going to wrap it up here in a minute. But I just, and then we end up. We already know where we're headed now. Like how bad this is going to get. Because of all the Forsaken to introduce us to, guys. Of all the Forsaken that could be sitting here toe-to-toe with Lanfear, they choose Moghedien, however you want to pronounce it. The most cowardly and weak of all of them is the one they choose to overpower and threaten Lanfear, who would squash her like a bug, literally. She shields her while she's using the power. She intimidates her. Lanfear is scared by Moghedien. Are you fucking serious? And then Lanfear says, light save you, Randall Thor. Or light protect you, Randall Thor. She prays to the creator. Lanfear. They're propping up Moghedien. This is where you introduce Raven. Because then you can start working on Caemlyn. This is exactly where you introduce Ravine, because then you start working on Caemlyn. No, we introduced the weakest, worst Forsaken of the bunch. Oh, guys. I'm going to get out of this. We're going to have a lot more to cover on this. I want to talk to, we're going to do some of the What's Happening shows. Talk to all of you guys who are members and all of you guys in the chat. Talk about what the season as a whole. probably this episode several more times when I'm not exhausted and tired. Try and get some different voices on here so everybody can hear what they have to say. I will be doing a review at some point. Me and Nathan are gonna be doing fight scene autopsies together. That'll be fun because these fight scenes are abysmal. The last episode alone just gave us a whole bunch of content to go through for that. Holy crap! But yeah, and so just stay tuned. I'm gonna try and do something. Probably gonna have some stuff every day this week if I can manage it, because there's a lot to say about this episode and the season as a whole. Complete and utter failure. Complete and utter failure to produce anything that looks like Wheel of Time or a competent fantasy series. Nothing makes sense. Your narrative is shit. You did some of the worst fucking things possible. There is no verisimilitude. You are pulled out of this shit. Nothing they do makes any sense or is possible. It's nutso. And thank you, Stan. I appreciate that. Get some rest, Steve, and step back from all this. At least you're not paying for it. Look, man, like the enjoyment I get out of this is from you guys. It's a good, it bothers me so much that they try and pass this off as actual Wheel of Time content. And this is, if I wasn't doing this with you guys, talking to you guys about it, then I'd probably be just stewing by myself. So thank you for letting me do this. Thank you for being here with me to do this and to share in this frustration. That's the biggest part of this. It's very frustrating. It's extremely frustrating to be a Wheel of Time fan right now because I wanted this series to be so successful. I was looking so forward to seeing some of my favorite scenes be brought to the screen. Matt fighting the brothers, Rand and Loyal stealing the horn back, Ingtar's redemption, Turak versus Rand, Rand grabbing Kalendor, the Aiel sneaking into Tyr, Gaul and Perrin doing their fight thing, flicker, Heron and Portal Stones with Selene. The list goes on and on and on. And instead of getting, they don't understand that that's what we wanted, and that's what you're just printing money. And instead of seeing any of those things, and that's just, you can see I'm exhausted. That's just off the top of my head. That's just me just spinning my wheels with you guys right here, just thinking of stuff off the top of my head that we should have seen. It would have been so epic to see. We would have just been singing the praises of the show left, right, and center. And instead we get some cut rate bullshit tower talkie I'm going to throw fireballs at a shield fight that Rand isn't even a part of. Rand is not a part of his own fight again. They stole it from him again. I don't care that he stabbed him. He didn't do anything. They stole Rand's moments again and ground them into nothing. They didn't even give Nynaeve a moment. She couldn't heal anything. She couldn't heal a leg. What the hell is going on? Thank you so much, guys. Again, I know it's a little pricey on Teespring, but if anybody, I put up a 15% discount. That's pretty much the best I could do right now without paying for some of it myself. So if you're interested in any of the TLM stuff, it's you use the promo code there, WOT2OVER, get 50% off. We are going to be doing at least one, maybe two of the member streams, depending on how much content we got to cover. And I look very forward to those. So if you want to hop on here and talk with me on a Monday or Tuesday, become a member. Otherwise, we'll talk about, throw your chats up. We'll talk about them too, because you guys are awesome. And thank you very much, guys. We got the Shadow Logoth, so that RI, I guess. I don't even know what to say. It's shocking. It's shocking how bad it is. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Nathan, for being here. Thank you for the super chats and for any members. Thank you, Vic, for becoming a member again. An Asherman, my man, been supporting forever. I hope you're well. I hope you're all well. Shatterhorn, Stan, Mule, thank you for being here. Chris, thank you for the super chat. Jacob, good to see you. Elena, as always. Mars awaits. Jay Rambles and Rory, good to see you very much. Thank you very much. Dr. Danny D, you have some of the greatest chats, man. Thank you so much. Hassan, keep reading. Doing great. 4 books in. Glad you're here. Arctis, the man that gets the episodes first. Thanks for becoming a member yesterday. Appreciate you. And if I didn't say your name in chat, Alan Bird, it was very good to see you. I'm glad that you got to get some chats in today. Hopefully, we see you on some of the other streams too. Some great input and insight. All of you. I think it was Britty. Britty had some great chats too. So thank you very much. Y'all had great chats. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. There's so many of them. You guys are the best. Keep fighting the good fight. All the hell, the Lord Dragon. And well, with that, we're gonna get some Trollocs Lives Matter. Have a good one, guys.
This stream is brought to you by... Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us. And
they were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even
nightmare fuel
needs love too. And maybe a hug.